Good morning. I hope you're ready for it. There's going to be a lot of love, a lot of connection, even a little bit of awkward intimacy in the space. It's that kind of day. Why? Because we are celebrating International Kissing Day.
Mwah.
Use whatever excuse you got, man. That's what I say. Good morning. Welcome to it. We are not going to be kissing on set.
No.
Well, I don't know.
No.
We've got an expert coming in later to help us make those connections. It's going to be crazy.
Beyond kissing is what we're saying. Intimacy isn't only about kissing. It's also about how we connect at the end of the day. And today we're going to connect with the people around us with motivational speaker and author Lucia Dramat joins us again and helps us unpack why meaningful human relationships are just essential for mental well-being.
Oh, it's vital, and I think we're leaning into that as a species at the moment, more human connection and deeper connections as well. And then sometimes we need kind of a vehicle for that, and the team from Lulu Flower Studio show us how flowers can become the most exquisite keepsakes that preserve life's most meaningful moments. There is something timed and timeless about a flower as well, but they represent so much emotion, human connection for us, and there's a reason. We're going to dip into that, the imagination, the love, the energy around that, but a beautiful way of remembering as well.
And yes, men can get flowers too at the end of the day. Today we are proving that. And then, of course, life and relationship mentor Maxine Moore joins us again and reveals how small everyday interactions help build deeper intimacy and stronger relationships. And yes, we will get into an intimacy exercise together.
Because we are, listen, we've woken up as a breakfast studio team together for like the last decade, okay? We are pretty connected, but we can always take it a step further. And maybe this is that final thing that's waiting for your work team or your work family or your actual family to just make those connections and honor each other through that connection. Today, yes, is International Kissing Day, so go out and get a kiss where it's allowed, and then we will get you moving, exactly, and we'll get you moving this morning and prove that you can move at any phase of life. Fit Panda are amazing, and they're going to be stepping into our studio to get some hot stepping done. So if you need a bit of extra motivation to start your week, maybe you're feeling a little bit lonely. I'm feeling very disconnected from my family at the moment, so I'm going to take all the human connection I can today. But of course, we've got to connect with all the humans, catch up on what we've been getting up to across the world. I'm going to delve into a bumper sporting lineup after a very busy weekend. That's after Carissa tackles the news.
But I got to start by saying go Boca. All right, 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's jump straight into our national news headlines, where OPEC Plus has approved a further production increase of 188,000 barrels per day from August, adding to similar hikes announced for June and July. Now, the decision comes as oil exports through the Strait of Hormuz gradually recover following conflict-related disruptions. Despite supply challenges, Brent crude has fallen back to around $72 a barrel, with weaker Chinese demand and increased global supply weighing on prices. Now, the alliance also faces internal pressure after the UAE's exit and Iraq's call for higher production quotas. In other local news, researchers are investigating the rare stranding of a 23-meter female fin whale that's near Gansbaai out in the Western Cape. Now, the whale was identified after being spotted floating in Walker Bay before washing ashore. Scientists have collected skin, blubber, and baleen samples to study the animal's migration, as well as their feeding patterns, stress levels, and reproductive history. Conservationists say the findings will improve understanding of the world's second-largest whale species and support future marine conservation and management efforts in South African waters. Let's take a look further afield now at your international news-making headlines, with Egypt that expects to receive $1.7 billion from the European Union within days, the first of two remaining payments under a $5.7 billion macro-financial assistance package. Now, Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati said the final tranche is expected before autumn. The funding supports Egypt's IMF's backed economic reform program, aimed at restoring stability after high inflation, foreign currency shortages, and rising debt. The EU also views Egypt as a key strategic partner in managing migration, regional security, and Red Sea trade disruptions. In other news, large crowds gathered in Tehran on Sunday for funeral prayers, marking the second day of ceremonies for Iran's late supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Now, the service took place at the Grand Mosala complex, with mourners paying tribute following his death in February airstrike during the U.S.-Israel conflict. Authorities expect millions to attend ceremonies in the upcoming days. Khamenei's body will be taken through Tehran before traveling to the Iraqi holy cities of Najaf and Karbala ahead of burial in Mashhad. Let's close off with some wedding bells, shall we? With Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who got married at New York's Madison Square Garden in a star-studded ceremony officiated by Adam Sandler. Swift's brother Austin served as her man of honor, while Jason Kelce was best man. Although hundreds of celebrities attended, the couple kept much of the celebration private, with no official photos released and their wedding attire remaining largely unseen. Our guest confirmed Stevie Nicks performed and the couple exchanged personal vows in an intimate setting despite the iconic venue. Now, the wedding outfits were designed by Dior's Jonathan Anderson with custom Christian Louboutin shoes and Cartier jewelry completing Swift's look. We definitely look forward to seeing those images being released, but congratulations to the happy couple. Well, that is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get those sporting highlights from Graham.
Oh, where do we even begin? Let's start with one of the biggest shocks coming out of the FIFA World Cup. Well, for some, at least, Norway have produced one of the biggest moments of the FIFA World Cup, defeating Brazil 2-1 to book their place in the quarterfinals. Who did it? Erling Haaland, of course, scored twice in the final 11 minutes, ensuring Brazil's earliest World Cup excellence in 1990. I don't think any of us saw this on the cards. Then we can shift gears tonight. European neighbours face off as Portugal take on Spain. That is a massive semi-final right there. That, of course, to book a place in the last eight. It kind of feels like a final before the final. Embrace it, and sorry for all the bleary eyes this morning. Now, of course, we didn't have an emotional investment in the cricket yesterday, but let's cover it anyway. Let's get into an amazing performance by Australia. They defeated hosts England by 7 wickets to lift the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. They did it in style. Beth Mooney starring yet again with a superb 64, while Phoebe Litchfield added 48 as Australia chased down England's 150-run target with 17 balls to spare, just to rub it in. Congratulations. Then all eyes on Silverstone this weekend as well, as Charles Leclerc claimed his first Formula One victory of the season, winning the British Grand Prix at Silverstone for Ferrari. So Leclerc, he finished ahead of George Russell and teammate Lewis Hamilton to secure Ferrari's 250th victory in Formula One, an incredible milestone. Formula One returns next week, Sunday, with another biggie. It's the Belgian Grand Prix. Now we can get back onto the grass courts of Wimbledon as, well, it's not really a shock, but maybe a statement of intent coming from Naomi Osaka. She is clearly having a phenomenal year, and now she is through to the Wimbledon quarterfinals. That was after defeating world number 1, Aryna Sabalenka. The 4-time Grand Slam champion produced a dominant display, one of her best, to secure a 6-2, 7-6 victory, ending Sabalenka's title hopes and, of course, booking her last 8 clash with Karolina Muchova. A new generation of young tennis stars taking over, and we absolutely love it. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see how the weather is looking at the foot of a brand new week.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's dive straight into your weather to prepare for the week ahead. Let's get straight into Polokwane first, where you'll start your week off with some morning drizzle. Now, temperatures will rise from a low of 4 degrees and then increase to a warmer high of 23. As we look ahead, it's mostly bright, sunny skies that dominate the outlook, with fairly warm daytime highs, while tomorrow remains the same as today. Klerksdorp, you're up next, where today brings you bright and sunny skies. Bit of a cold start, though, so prepare yourself for that 1-degree start as it reaches a high of 23. Now, sun-filled days are ahead with daytime highs above 21 degrees, while the lows range between 1 and 4. And then out in Pretoria, sunny skies will brighten up your day out in the capital. Temperatures range between a low of 7 and then it does max out at a high of 22 degrees. As we do look ahead, expect largely sunny conditions, with tomorrow's daytime high sitting at 22 degrees, increasing to 23 by midweek. Johannesburg, on your side of town, sunny conditions dominate your forecast for today. As for your temperatures, it starts from a cold 5 degrees and it does increase to 19. Now, the coming days, temperatures peak at 19 degrees throughout the week, in fact, until Friday, where it just drops slightly. And then in Mbombela, you'll enjoy plenty of sunshine under some clear skies to start this Monday. Temperatures will range between 8 and 23 degrees. And as we head into the week, you can expect mainly sunny skies with pleasant temperature highs peaking at 24 come midweek. Out in the beautiful Bloemfontein, it's partly cloudy skies that will define the rest of your Monday. Temperatures sit between a cold 2 degrees and a set high of 22. Now looking at your week, your morning will start off very cold, and as the day progresses, temperatures will begin to warm up, but we're sitting at a high of about 21, 22. And in Richards Bay, skies remain partly cloudy with some afternoon showers that are expected for you. Your temperatures will begin with 16 degrees and increase just by 10 to 26. Now the next 2 days bring you sunny skies before cloudy conditions roll in from Thursday, with rain expected over the weekend. In the beautiful Durban, you'll spend your day under sunny skies. Now temperatures will rise from a low of 11 to a beautiful high of 24. In the upcoming days, sunny conditions with lingering clouds persist until Thursday, with warm temperatures before cloudy and wet conditions do move in. And Tata, on your side of town, the forecast today calls for mostly sunny skies. Now temperatures range from a cold 7 to a high of 26 degrees. Now you should enjoy the next 2 days because it will feel like summer in the middle of winter, with temperatures peaking at 27 on both Tuesday and Wednesday. Uba, mostly sunny skies will dominate your day today, with temperatures moving between a cold 5 and a warmer 24. Now your week does bring you mostly partly cloudy skies with fairly warm daytime highs ranging between 19 and 25. Kugompo City, let's see what's going down on your side of town. Now you'll wake up to a sun-filled day today. Temperatures will range between a cool 14 degrees and a warmer 23. Over the next 2 days brings sunshine for you, as well as some cloudy and wet conditions that will settle in by Thursday that will continue into the weekend. And then out in Ebeja, beautiful sun-filled day lies ahead. As for your temperatures, they'll start from a brisk 9 to a set high of 22. Now tomorrow stays sunny with temperatures ranging from 10 to 21, so make the most of it as cloudy or wetter conditions are gradually expected to increase by midweek. And then out in the gorgeous Georgia, in for a pleasant day ahead under mostly sunny skies. Your temperatures will vary between a low of 10 and a high of 19 degrees. Now the outlook remains partly cloudy with rain expected by midweek, while temperatures stay on the cool side, reaching a high of 19. And let's see what the mother city has to offer out in Cape Town. The day will unfold under partly cloudy skies. Your temperatures will range between a chilly 11 and a high of 17 degrees. Now the coming days bring you mostly cloudy conditions with temperature highs peaking at 18 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then in Sutherland, expect mostly sunny skies with a few passing clouds. Your temperatures start from a biting 3 degrees and then it does rise to a set high of 18. Now tomorrow's temperatures range between a cold 4 and a high of 19, as well as on Wednesday before the clouds roll in time for the weekend. And then out in Kimberley, you'll spend your Monday under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures will rise from a crisp 4 degrees to a comfortable warm 24. Now sunny days are far from over with daytime highs ranging between 22 and 23 degrees, peaking at 24 today. And then finally out in Uppington, today brings you bright sunny conditions with gentle northerly winds. It's owing to your temperatures now. You have a low of 9 and that increases to a nice high of 27. The outlook remains mainly sunny with chilly mornings and also pleasantly warm daytime highs, peaking at 27 degrees for the week. Great weather in Uppington, and to be honest, that's all that matters at this point. The rest of the country will be chilly for the rest of the time. But let's get into Colleen Mathi's view out in Kimberley to see what it looks like on your side. Beautiful. Colleen, thank you. Listen, on a Monday, first thing in the morning, this is the kind of view that we want to open our eyes to as well. And we thank you so much for doing your country duty. Kimberley has never looked that good. 7 o'clock, we do it again, 063-036-9649. From Kimberley to the world.
Do you know what I call it? At 6 o'clock, it's proof of life. It's just a person just reminding the rest of us, hey, I'm still here, you're not alone. We are getting up, we are embracing the day with the industry. Now, before we race into a very busy week, I think it's going to be a jam-packed week. We want to get into some of our weekend highlights because we miss each other, right?
We always miss each other. As soon as Friday, 9 o'clock hits, I say, great. Going to be so long.
And you have a life. You're still young and energetic and do all these amazing things. So what went down?
Oh, a lot went down, though. A lot went down this weekend. All right, it was the Durban July. I'd been looking forward to this, anticipating. I was co-hosting one of the stages with a guy named Lebo Mokoena, and he was incredible. So this was look number one.
Oh, my goodness.
The theme was country allure. And so I said, I'm lady of the manor. And we just went super dramatic on the dress with the hat.
It's great.
It was just fantastic. My dressmaker and I got together and just decided to do something really cutesy.
It's very cool. It's kind of like giving me kind of edgy, modern Bridgerton vibes. There's a whole lot of cool stuff going on there.
Give me a couple of horses and I will be good to go.
And was it nice seeing the big man?
That's Michael Owen.
I know who that is, young lady.
I didn't know.
Did you know? Did he? Well, he now knows who you are, which is great. What was that like?
I knew the name, didn't know the face to the name, and then Lebo was like, obviously we need to. I said, obviously.
He seems lovely. He seems
so
like
chilled.
He seems like he loves South Africa. Obviously, they pay him a huge amount to be here, but
of course.
He seems to love the footballing connection down here.
Gray, I was very confused. When I introduced myself, I said we must have got the wrong person because he's way too chilled.
Yeah, no, he doesn't carry...
He doesn't carry any...
A player of that level, I think, doesn't need the ego to come with you. I mean, you can talk about yourself in the third person because of what you've done in your career. No, but I love the fact that he still seems like the youngest player on the field, even though he's like the same age as me. I'm like, dude, are you ever going to grow up?
You guys actually look quite similar.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
You guys look spectacular.
Day.
Was it nice being with the big man again?
It was so good with Lebo again. He is so much fun. Honestly, just makes my day. And
you
the chemistry between us. Yeah, exactly. Then we had a second look, which was more Cowboy Carter.
Slow down, girl.
Yeah, give me another horse to jump on. And this was very Beyonce inspired. Me and the baby bump were out. And I think now everybody knows.
So do the hair extensions belong to the baby bump? Is that how this is going to work now? I'm surprised you...
They were left in Durban.
I think you need to rock that. I'm surprised that didn't come home with you because
I couldn't sleep.
That is, come on.
I couldn't sleep.
You're not supposed to sleep at the Durban July. That's the whole point, man.
I need to sleep, Gray. Okay, so that was my weekend.
And how are you feeling post? Are you all right? You managed to handle everything?
You know what? I will be okay.
I'll give you, so this is where we're at, and it's an intimate day, okay? So we're going to be talking about such things like that, but I've realized now at your phase of pregnancy, I need to sit just behind you so that or just ahead of you, so I'm closer to the lens. Because the closest thing to the lens does blow up. So my weekend, not that exciting, it was just me and the pets, okay?
That's exciting to me.
It was the most amazing.
Stop it.
So now this is the cat realizing that the dog has stolen his place in the bed closest to the fire. And then he got the bed back.
Ownership.
And him and the other dog now have got a truce going.
Oh,
and then the other dog got in there before the other cat could get in there. And this is how it goes all weekend. But I made myself.
That looks like a delicious meal. What am I looking at?
Okay, with a gonchu chili paste kind of basting. A sweet soy reduction. And oyster sauce mushrooms sliced up with little mini pita breads.
Excuse me?
It was the most expensive meal I've ever made for one person in my life, but you got to do it, man. You got to do it.
You are the king of the castle.
Exactly. I'm a lonely king in my castle, man. So today is the perfect day for human connection. I'm missing my family terribly, but thanks to my pets for looking after me, my emotional support animals.
The cats and dogs, we love them. They love us. On the other side of the break, another woman we absolutely love is Lucia Dramat, and we'll be talking about the loneliness pandemic or epidemic. Yes, we are currently experiencing it, so we'll find out how to get out.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this beautiful Monday, and we've got to start off by saying good morning, Mzansi. Graham, I've got a question for you.
Wow, that was quite a serious
It's so serious.
intro. Yeah, okay.
Because do you find it easy or challenging to make friends as an adult?
Everyone's my friend.
That's
I'm like the golden retriever of people. I'm on that mission at the moment to just see the best in people. Now, I'm very lucky in that respect. And we're also given a platform where we can make connections quite easily. So, no, I don't know how I would make my way through life without being able to just be kind of open
yeah.
in this way.
I find it relatively challenging.
Really?
Yes.
Is that because of you or because of them?
No, because of me, because I've got rankings. I've got one friend technically. Everybody else is in the second group, and then there's a third group. Sure. It's like circles, outer circles.
But now, how must number 2 feel if number 1 is sick for the day and number 2 must come in as a substitute? They don't know.
They don't know.
Do you know all of your friends who are watching right now are trying to work out their
Where
ranking?
they are. That's the question we've got for you, Mzansi. Do you find it easy or really challenging or difficult to make friends and new friends as an adult? Please share your thoughts with us, your tips with us on 063-036-9649.
All right, so whether you contemplate whether Cape Town is as clicky as people say it is, we thought we'd motivate you at the start of a new week. We love these little messages because they really do capture so much of our daily theme in one powerful notion. And right now, we have a video from Lily Singh's TikTok page. It's called @Lily, if you want to find it and dive a little deeper there, where she's sharing quite a powerful message about why human connection is the whole point. In fact, let's take a look.
Every adult I know has gone through a season where they feel like they've had no friends, where they have felt alone in a crowded room. And here's what might happen. You'll start to convince yourself you don't need people. You'll tell yourself you're better off alone. You'll generalize all humans based on the few who hurt you. You'll decide no one gets you, that no one can. And the world, the algorithm, the hustle culture, the success metrics, they'll agree with you. They'll tell you to isolate, to protect your energy, to cut people off, to draw harder lines, build higher walls, and go at it alone. Because vulnerability doesn't get you promoted, right? You'll think boundaries are healing when sometimes they're just walls you built out of fear. You'll think solitude is peace when sometimes it's just loneliness in disguise. I've been through all of that, and I'm here to tell you, community is the medicine. As someone who's lived through some stuff, let me say this plainly. Everything is better when it happens alongside people you love. Though the world is trying to convince you otherwise, we are all wired for togetherness. No accolade will ever feel better than your dearest people being proud of you. No job title will ever compete with the safety of being known by your friends. And no paycheck will ever make you feel richer than being truly seen by someone who loves you. So do not forget, human connection is the entire point.
It's not just part of the story. It's not just the goal at the end of the story. It is the whole story. It's the point. And you know this by how you feel when you are connected to the people you love the most. So show up for them, and hopefully they will show up for you. And in their stead, for the next few minutes, we will show up for you. We've got one of the best in the biz to help us unpack all of this craziness. Why do we need connections so badly?
Do, because currently we're experiencing a loneliness epidemic, and we'll get into the details of what that means, and maybe if you form part of it, we'll guide you through this. I say we very generously because I've got the best in the biz on our couch this morning. Of course, Lucia Drama joins us as we get into a reminder that even the simplest acts of affection can strengthen our sense of connection. And at a time when loneliness is affecting more people than ever, whether we like to admit it or not, we're looking at why meaningful human relationships are just so important to our mental well-being. So our motivational speaker is on our couch already, the author that she is, Miss Lucia Drama. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for having me.
Sure, this is a subject, eh?
It is.
The loneliness epidemic. So today, for context, is International Kissing Day. We know this. We love a little smooch here and there, but it celebrates one of the more simpler forms of human connection at the end of the day. And I know that, you know, loneliness is just increasing day by day. So what does a gesture like kissing symbolize beyond just romance?
Oh, you know, just the other day, I was greeting a friend, and they gave me a big fat hug and a kiss on the cheek. And in that moment, it was warmth. It was warmth and connection. And so beyond romance, just the little kisses and cuddles with my children, it's warmth. It's special.
Gosh.
Greeting that family member, saying goodbye to your grandmother, and that big fat kiss, see you next time. It's warmth. So I think that when it comes to kissing, yes, there's the romance, but it's very much warmth. And I think it's something that we should put in our lives, increase. Go around, kiss some people, especially today.
Consensually, we're saying, okay? Kiss them consensually. But I get that, and the warmth is a trade. It's an exchange between the two of you, right? You're not just planting, but somebody's receiving as well. But research, I know, especially on your part, shows that meaningful human connection is so important for our mental well-being, which is a beautiful connection between that. So why do you think that in the world we're living in today, where we are so connected online, people are feeling so disconnected?
Oh, yes. Well, technology is phenomenal for staying in contact. We can communicate with each other. That's information that we can exchange all the time. But you know what? Sitting in a room with someone, even if you say nothing, and the two of you are just taking in the room together, doing something together, that's different. There's something about all your senses. I mean, you smell someone's fragrance, and then 6 months later, you smell it again, and immediately it takes you back to that moment. So there's so many more of our senses that can be activated when we spend time with people. So just being online, yes, that's information, and yes, we're in contact, but it's so different from actually spending time together and being in proximity.
Yeah, those parasocial relationships shouldn't replace human-to-human touch and connection. But I know that not everyone has access to physical relationships and physical interactions. So what are some simple ways that people can experience and enjoy connection?
I think it's great to really join communities that work for you.
I like that.
So if it is a fitness community, or it's a book club, or it is someone who has a mutual goal, or maybe a mutual struggle, a support group, a church, whatever it is for you, go and join communities. And yes, it's uncomfortable. You know, those first few times, you don't know anyone, you feel awkward, you don't know, should I sit, should I stand, what should I do? You don't know, but you know what, when you push through the discomfort of something new, there's a great reward. No risk, no reward, right?
Oh, I'm going to take that with me today as a Monday motivational. No risk, no reward. But I know that, you know, you've worked with so many people navigating so many things in their lives. And I know that vulnerability in particular plays a very deep role in all of this. So can you talk a bit more about why vulnerability matters in a space like connection?
I think when we have our walls up and we're in this independence era, you know, I don't need anyone, I do my own thing, and I'm never going to admit to needing anyone. But when we let our walls down and we start having real conversations and we open up, it makes someone feel like, hey, you trust me enough to share this. Now, I will say, don't go share everything with everyone.
Don't be an oversharer.
Yes, find the right people in the right situation, the right moment. And when you have those moments of connection, it builds the relationship. Some of my closest friends are ones that either they went through a challenge and I helped them, or I went through a challenge and they helped me. And that really forged a relationship and a friendship that I could never have just socially having fun with someone.
Yeah, just remaining on the surface the whole time. I love that, because it does build trust. Okay, physical affection, right? A hug, we're holding hands, a kiss. It's linked to also, I've been told, you can correct me if I'm wrong, reduce things like stress, which I think is so important. So how vital is consensual connection and touching, especially to our mental well-being? And what can we learn from its absence? Why do we need it so much?
I think that, you know, as we look at our bodies, we're always looking at fitness. Like, how can I get fit? How can I look good? And we move our bodies, and it has an impact on your mindset, on the way you feel, and even on your emotions, and even releasing the stress and trauma in your body. So in the same way, physical connection, not even if it's your love language, all of us need physical connection, physical touch, to really feel part of community. You know, no man is an island. And so those little touches from consensual, from the right people, in the right situations, make you feel part of something, and we need that. And it doesn't even have to be something that's this loud, big thing. It can be very baseline, but it makes you feel part of something. So just knowing that I connect with my kids, being intentional about touching them, giving them a hug, giving them a kiss, that's important. And they say that 7 kisses a day Yes,
Seven.
7 kisses a day is the magic number.
I love
so
that.
whether it be with your children, family, friends, or even your partner, aim for that 7 kisses a day and then come tell me how it goes.
Okay, well, I've got 6 more to go. So whoever's ready in the room, let's go, baby. That was part 1 of our conversation. Part 2 is coming up in just a little bit. We are talking about tackling that loneliness epidemic because at the end of the day, there is light at the end of the tunnel and maybe some kisses waiting for you. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show as we continue our conversation with motivational speaker and author, Ms. Lucia Dramad, as we explore practical ways to overcome loneliness, strengthen relationships, and build meaningful human connection that happens in everyday real life. Now, Lucia, for somebody that's kind of struggling in their everyday life when it comes to feeling disconnected, when it comes to feeling lonely, what are some practical steps that they can maybe take today to encourage them to just step one out?
I definitely think you have to plan to get around people.
Yeah.
You know, a relationship, there's many layers to it. There is that sitting in the uncomfortable because there's uncertainty. You don't know, is the person as invested as you? This is friendship as well, not just romantic. But then on the other side, there's also forgiveness. There's also trying to understand the person. And then there's also calendars. We need to put it in the calendar.
I love this. Can you say that again?
It needs to get out of the WhatsApp chat.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So once we do that, we actually make spaces for relationships to grow. So that is kind of the one side, the mindset. And then on the other side, you have to be practical. Are you connecting? Are you going to different places? And when you are there, are you hiding behind your device? Or are you actually looking in someone's eyes?
Sure.
Are you listening to what they're saying, responding to what they're saying, instead of just reeling off what I'm going to say next?
Yeah.
Right? So being present. And then I love to just share a compliment. If you're thinking of someone, send that text. Hey, thinking about you, hope you're good.
Yeah.
Right? It takes you 10
Doesn't
seconds.
even have to be a commitment. Just leave it out there and don't even have
as
attachment.
simple as that. And as we start to add these things in our lives and how we do relationships and friendships and sow those seeds, it grows.
So we do have a question that we put out today about whether or not navigating new adult relationships is challenging or easy. What would you recommend as a first thing to say to somebody that you would like to connect with? If you see them maybe at a beach, at the surfing, at a cafe, at whatever moment, how do we approach somebody?
I'm going to joke because, you know, the Cape Town way is like, we should do coffee.
We should do coffee sometime.
It never happens.
Never happens.
But you know what? The Joburg way, I must say.
They lock it in.
They lock it in. They say, let's do coffee, and we absolutely do it. But I do know that locally, you join a run club, I'm telling you, that's where it's at.
True.
So communities do actually take the pressure off. You and I have to have this conversation and stare at each other, but we're going to be at the same place.
Right.
And while we're there, we can connect. So if you don't feel comfortable with a one-on-one, because there's a bit of pressure attached to it, then maybe a group setting. Let's go to this together. So it takes the pressure off. That could help you.
It's a good icebreaker.
Absolutely.
Also, the endorphins are running. Now we're all feeling good at the end of the day. But I know that there's some stigma that can exist around admitting that you are lonely because you don't really want to be vulnerable. You don't want people to know this about you. So why do you think it's so difficult for people to embrace loneliness, to talk about it? And how can we maybe create a safer space for those conversations?
I think with our independence era and our don't pity me, don't feel sorry for me, don't feel sorry for me because this is not the choices that I've made or this is not what I want. Well, I haven't found my something yet.
My thing yet.
Don't feel sorry for me. So in that, I think we sometimes have a bit of pride. But there's a quote that I love and it says that identify the problem, but give your power and your energy to the solutions. So very often we want to either be in denial about the problem.
Right.
No, don't be in denial. If this is something that you desire, state it. I want someone in my life. And then go from there, not harboring on that, not ruminating, but rather moving to, let me give my power and my energy to the solutions. What are the solutions? Getting out there, connecting with people, connecting with different people, getting out of my little box and seeing what is out there, even though it's uncomfortable.
Okay, so just on behalf of all the people right now at home saying, but I'm an introvert. What do they do?
Oh, goodness.
How do they even begin?
You know what? I think introverts are some of the best friends one could have.
Yeah.
They are so often loyal, and when they actually invest, they are all in.
They're in.
They are in. They're not there just for the chatter and the social buzz. They are in. So introverts are phenomenal friends. And maybe for you as well, as an introvert, go to those things where you have mutual interest. Where there's a mutual challenge or a mutual goal, you know you're already connected to someone because if both of us are on the goal of we are going to learn how
on the same page.
How to AI.
Right.
You know, we're going to take a course in AI. Then we both are on the same page with that goal and we already have a connection. And that breaks the ice. And then we go, all right, let's have a coffee. We both have to eat, right?
Right, of course. Let's get a croissant while we're at it. I know that when I love myself, then I can love others more. So let's talk about the importance of self-love and how that kind of plays up in building healthy relationships. You can't have the one without the other.
Oh, absolutely not. And when we're thinking about self-love and self-care right now, I don't want you to think about cucumbers.
You
know, and
a
kicking
face
back
mask,
and relaxing. Let's just put that to the side. What I want us to think about is, hey, are there some wounds that I need healing? You know, if you carry bags all day, someone bumps into you, it's fine. But when your shoulder is sore and you have a wound, now the things that you do every day is not okay. Someone bumps into you, it really hurts. On a normal day, it wouldn't. You carrying a bag, it's really heavy, it's painful. On a normal day, it wouldn't be painful. So you really have to look at yourself. You put yourself out there and it's like too painful. Maybe there's a rejection wound. Maybe there's an abandonment wound. And that's something to work through. So your self-love isn't just, I love myself, I love myself. No, it's, where am I hurt? Where am I sensitive? And how can I work at healing this, recovering this, strengthening this area so it doesn't impact my ability to cultivate new relationships?
That's beautiful. Alicia, thank you for joining us again. And if there's anything I'm taking away, 7 kisses. Luther told us 1,000 kisses, but I'm going to go with 7 just for today as a great place to start. But you've encouraged us, you've motivated us to get on out there and hopefully make more connections going forward.
I love it. Well, community can be found in movement. We've just proven that. And if you've been spending a little more time under the blanket than on the move this winter, don't worry, we're going to get you moving, and you're definitely not alone. We are not judging here. Judgment-free space. Just a few simple actions can go a long way in getting the body moving, get the rust out, boosting the energy and helping you shake off that sluggish winter feeling. And we're joined by the fittest human being on the planet at this time of the day, Claudia van Skalkwyk, who is going to take us through a simple anti-inflammatory little range of movements that I absolutely love. This is designed to get people moving. I know that you have a good side. No, you've got two good sides, but I'm going to let you stand there because there's the most powerful energy in the room is on that side of the room. But I've just got to ask you, in terms of connection, you just came off the back of a massive event where you brought a lot of people together. How does it feel when you get people together, moving, all in that same energy, that same rhythm?
Oh, man, it was so incredible to see these women. Sorry, my voice is still gone because I've been talking the whole weekend.
To thousands of women all weekend.
But it is so incredible to see how women, when they feel safe, when women feel safe, that is when the body starts releasing and letting go.
Oh, man, and you really do let go of emotional stress through movement as well. It's not just the physical. Okay, so let's get moving. Sister,
Okay,
what are
so
we
now what we're going to do is we think about your body as a spider web. So you've got fascia running all through the body.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so I want you to think of when you wake up in the morning, what we have to do is we have to shake our bodies. Stop thinking about how you look. Start thinking about how you feel. Okay? So many times a woman is like sitting and they're going like, oh, I'm pulling my tummy in, I need to be stiff. But that is exactly what you're doing. You build more tension in the neck and in the shoulders. So I'm going to give you a quick exercise. Just go like, let it out, shake it off. Like, shake it off.
I love it.
Move. Yes.
Wow. And it literally shakes the system out of whatever rhythm you're in.
Shake.
Wow.
Now listen, Graham, go forward and back and forth. Woo!
Got to be releasing something.
Nice.
Sure.
Now, don't worry about the tummy going and the arm fatties around the arms. Just
shake it, baby. Shake it.
There's nobody watching you at home.
It's only like a million people watching right now. It's fine.
Shake it off. Now we're going to move our feet. On your toes.
You can feel the mind
Can you
waking
feel it?
up.
Yes.
And that's the joy.
And just
The whole
move.
system is going.
And feel like you're actually starting to run and go. And then take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now stand still for me. Can you feel the tingling in the fingers?
Wow.
Everything just starts waking up. And the body starts waking up. And if you can find some winter sun, the first thing you can do is go into the sun.
Get the vitamin D.
Get the vitamin D, get everything flowing. Then you have your cup of water with lemon, and you make sure that you don't take the coffee, that you take the lemon and the water. Now, what's the heart rate going? You look like you're on
I could
180.
probably, I'm going to tell you right now, 97, which is not bad. It's
88, 89.
Not
Okay,
bad. I did
here
say
we go.
like the fittest
Now we're
person
going
on
to
the
start
planet.
marching, start moving the arms. These are simple things you can just start doing in the morning when you wake up. I know it's cold, right?
But what's happening here is, while yes, the body is kind of all coming into one kind of matrix, if you will, one operating system, you can feel it all clicking in. The mind has been given an opportunity
There you go.
to kind of drift into that space and start building a bit of focus for the day.
Start moving
Love it.
because the body goes where your mind actually takes it. Now you stand still and you just slightly bend the knees. Go forward into your plank. Go back into your down dog. Push it back. Stay in your down dog for me, and then let's just stretch out the ankles. One by one.
Sure.
Breath in, deep breath out.
You know, there are people getting up who were at the Durban July this
Great.
weekend feeling like they've just
feeling
run
tight,
a 4-day marathon. It's okay, you'll survive, guys.
Now bend your knees, and as you come up, you push onto your hands. Now this is my most favorite part, where you roll your shoulders over, and we give it 1, 2, deep breath in, 3, and 4. Now you give me circles with those arms. Let's work on the lymphatic system now. There's lots of limbs running underneath your armpits. So let's move it. And then the other side.
And it strikes me, unless you're getting a massage or you're making the movement, you're not going to release any of this.
This is so good. So good for you. Now, straight arms. Now we're just going to twist it out. Twist out the fascia. Remember, it's like connective tissue sitting right all over your muscles, your limbs.
And you're literally feeling it from fingertip to
So
fingertip.
you have
I can
to
feel.
start moving it. Flash it out. I love
But
doing
how come
this
it
in the
looks like
morning.
you're doing it in like a music video when you do it?
Because I'm used to it. Right now, give me big breathe
We're going to
in.
continue doing this. I'm going to
And
ask
breathe out.
that you at home just move, breathe, connect with your body, and take the moment when you start the day to take control of that narrative. Don't wait for the day to take control of you. Put
No.
your power and your focus where you need it. I love that.
And movement doesn't have to be a hard physical workout. Movement is really about creating enjoyment inside the body.
Exactly. I'm doing a heart rate check. 93. We didn't even crack 100. No, I absolutely love that. The body is awake. The mind is awake. And we are connected. I love you. Thank you for doing what you do for
Thank
your
you, Graham.
community. Absolutely love her. We'll keep her deets up on the socials. We'll continue searching for human connection on International Kissing Day. That's what it is today, after this.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning. If no one has told you already, it's International Kissing Day, and we are looking at the small gestures that really carry deep emotional weight. Now, this morning we chat to Lulu Flower Studio about how they transform flowers into keepsakes that hold love stories and also your memories and lots of meaning long after the moment has perhaps passed. So joining us this morning, we've got Zoe Poet, who is the founder of Lulu Flower Studio, and also Marina Galantis, who is a registered counselor and also Zoe's mother. We've got a mom and daughter duo on our couch. Let's give them a feel-good welcome, everybody. Guys, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm glad you came with little, I'm not going to say gifts because I'm not anticipating, but things to show because I love flowers. I think there's such a beautiful, beautiful way of showing love to whoever it is around you. So in your experience, why do flowers remain one of the most romantic gestures even to this day?
I think they're just a beautiful way of honoring a fleeting moment.
Yeah.
So it's something that really represents a moment in time. It lasts for just a little bit and we're actually just doing something beautiful for somebody to honor that moment. You get to experience it as it is.
Do you have a favorite flower?
I do. I actually love delphiniums because they're like long and beautiful.
Which ones
and
are
colourful.
those?
I have a bunch, but I mean, we've got some dahlias. These are delphiniums here, actually.
Wow. Okay, we're going to
So
talk
we go
about
for the
this because
colour.
you might be looking at it going, but What are those? Because those were flowers, but there's something else right now.
Yeah.
Because at Lulu Flower Studio, you preserve flowers, right?
Yes.
In some of the most special moments that we get to experience. So do you have any touching stories that you could share before you show us what you got?
So a lot of the time we journey with our clients. So we start on the floristry side, we help them choose flowers for their events, we create a beautiful experience, and then we preserve them afterwards. So we work with them throughout their lives, and we often have brides that come with us, we preserve their flowers, then they go on to have children, we preserve flowers from their baby showers. So we have a whole lot of different variations. But one of my favorite stories from our clients is we had a family home that was sold, and all the children that grew up in the home went and picked different flowers from their family garden when it was sold and brought it to us to preserve. So they each had something that represented what they remember from their growing up in their family home. Yeah.
So how do we preserve it? What becomes of the flowers?
Yeah, so we actually take them apart and we press them one petal at a time. It's in traditional wood press preservation.
Wow.
We lay them out, we preserve them over 2 months. They dry out, and once they are dried, we design them in a different layout or preference that they like and create a keepsake for them so that they can hold on to it for a lifetime.
Sure, quite a labor of love. I mean, 2 months is incredible. And I love the fact that every time you look at it, you can now reflect back to that moment, be it your bridal shower, be it your wedding. Flowers for Cause, though. Can we talk about that for a moment as well? Because I love the fact that this initiative gives unused pressed flowers a second chance at life in workshops. So can you delve into what you guys do there?
I think that, well, for Zoe and I, we've for a long time thought about what could we do together that brings both our passions together. And I do a lot of work where I work with people around loss, stress, trauma, life difficulties, and a lot of that is talk therapy. And we thought about merging it together to be able to create an experience where people experience a slowing down, working with nature in a different way, and then working with their hands. There's something quite regulating on your nervous system to just work with your hands and to create space for sharing with free will. So people can choose. So it's been a lovely initiative for us to do something together and to do something that has meaning and pay forward.
Yes, of course. I think that's really important. Can you show us some of this work that you're holding?
So we often have so many leftover pressed flowers from the wedding bouquets that we have, and we just were looking for a way. We do creative sessions and workshops usually, and so many of the people who are coming to our workshops are talking about how much of a therapeutic experience it was. And so doing these workshops with all these extra petals is almost our way of just creating an extension of that for people who might not otherwise have access to it. And
That
so,
one is my favorite so far.
yeah, so you get
Looks
to
like a
really
painting.
play. Get to play and have fun a little bit. And
Yeah.
often in these sort of environments, the opportunity to play
Yeah.
is limited.
Life
So-
has got so much stress and pressure in and of itself.
Exactly.
And when we sit in stress and pressure, then we are more in fight or flight. And when you play, you can't be in fight or flight and play.
Right.
And so it really brings everything down and slower so that we can move a little bit away from that fight or flight. And that opens up what else is going on inside here.
In your body, in your mind, to every single part of you. So how do people get in touch? I mean, they sitting at home going, I got flowers all around that I do want to preserve. What's the first step?
Yeah, so you can reach out to us either through our Instagram
Yeah.
or through email. It's Lulu Flower Studio. We have a bunch of workshops coming up on Cricket. One of them is actually a fundraising event. So we do a lot of workshops where they can come and learn how to do it. Otherwise, even just booking your bouquet with us, you get to let us know, actually keep the rest of the flowers, and then those automatically go through to Flowers for
Wow.
Cause.
Could I come with my own design, or is it kind of up to you guys how you want to do it?
So it's a unique curated thing for each person. You can let us know what you like. We do have options for you to choose from, but we go through it. It's really curated to the specific person and what they would like it to represent for them.
Sure. Marina, do you have any that you have preserved? Any moments, in your life that you've sent through Zoe?
I have some roses from my garden that I just love my roses, so I've given those to Zoe. I have a special memory with a friend of mine who's passed away, and Zoe's preserved that for me.
Wow.
So I have them actually in my practice with.
So you frame them and then you just kind of have them there to witness.
I've got Zoe's first practice from Flowers from the Garden, which is on the wall when she first started this as well.
That is incredible. And I mean, look, even in the clear frame, okay, that makes sense, so that you can really focus on the flowers.
Yeah.
You guys are doing an incredible job. Just one more question about the workshops, though, for people that are also going to sign up. What difference have you noticed, maybe there or post, when it comes to going through this kind of therapy?
Well, I find that people come in very talkative, very, you know, it's like it's something novel, and then there's a quietness that settles, especially when they start pressing the flowers, putting them on, choosing what they want. So there's a real it goes quite internal.
A processing that happens while they're there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think about, these are all recreated using one petal at a time. You can't be busy in your mind when you're slowly gluing one little piece at a time. So it really does give the opportunity to just switch off for a moment. So you kind of just see everyone settle just for a moment.
Remaining grounded and present in exactly what you're doing. Guys, thank you for the work that you do. Honestly, it is such a beautiful space to operate in. And if you'd like to, of course, jump into that workshop, there is a link. It's Quicket.
Quicket,
You can get your tickets on Quicket. Otherwise, we'll have all of the details on our social media. Lulu Flower Studio is what we're talking about. Thank you, Zoe Marina, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll take the quickest break and be back straight after with more Feel Good on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, it's true. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and welcome back. We've had an incredible first hour just learning about connection, as it is World Kissing Day, and as Dusha Dramat said, 7 kisses a day is what will get you feeling your best. For now, though, it's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's get you your updates on your national news headlines. We get started with 10 buses carrying Zimbabwean migrants who are affected by diarrhea who will not be processed at the Limpopo's Messina Repatriation Center. And that's according to the Department of Home Affairs. Now, officials say the migrants will be processed en route before traveling directly to the Beitbridge border post to prevent contact with others at the facility. Meanwhile, one Zimbabwean national processed at the Messina Center has been detained on suspicion of murder, with investigations continuing. Now, the temporary repatriation site in Epping, Cape Town has now closed. In other local news, OPEC Plus has approved a further production increase of 188,000 barrels per day from August, adding to similar hikes announced for June and July. Now, the decision comes as oil exports through the Strait of Hormuz gradually recover following conflict-related disruptions. Despite supply challenges, Brent crude has fallen back to around $72 a barrel, with weaker Chinese demand and increased global supply weighing on prices. Now, the alliance also faces internal pressure after the UAE's exit and Iraq's call for higher production quotas. In your international news making headlines now, Russia says Ukraine rejected a proposed 6-hour ceasefire in and around Kostyantynivka that would have allowed the handover of the bodies of fallen Ukrainian soldiers. Now, Moscow said it had requested a response by Sunday after proposing the pause for Monday. Russia claims it captured the eastern Donetsk town, a statement Ukraine has denied, insisting its forces remain in control. Now, Ukrainian officials had not commented on Russia's latest claims at the time of publication. Meanwhile, in news on the continent, Egypt expects to receive $1.7 billion from the European Union within days, the first of 2 remaining payments under a $5.7 billion macro-financial assistance package. Now, Foreign Minister Badr Abdelaziz said the financial tranche is expected before autumn. Now, the funding supports Egypt's IMF-backed economic reform program aimed at restoring stability after high inflation, foreign currency shortages, and rising debt. Now, the EU also views Egypt as a key strategic partner in managing migration, regional security, and Red Sea trade disruptions. Now, let's close off your 7 o'clock news here with researchers at the Maastricht University in the Netherlands that have developed an AI-powered mobile app that can detect early signs of asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease flare-ups. That's through changes in a person's voice. The study found voice patterns could identify worsening symptoms up to 3 days before they became severe, potentially allowing earlier treatment. Now, participants recorded daily voice samples over 12 weeks, with researchers linking changes in pitch, pauses, and voice quality to respiratory deterioration. Now, scientists say the technology could improve home monitoring, reduce hospital admissions, and also ultimately save lives. The app is currently being tested in larger international studies. That's a great breakthrough in the medical world. For now, though, it's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's delve into the sporting world with Gray.
Suppose we've got to start with one of the World Cups, not even into the final stretch yet, and we are getting the most out of this tournament. Norway produced one of the biggest shocks of this year's FIFA World Cup, defeating Brazil 2-1 to book their place in the quarterfinals. Erling Haaland, maybe the most dangerous man in football right now, scored twice in the final 11 minutes, ensuring Brazil's earliest World Cup exit since 1990. Then tonight we turn our attention to 2 European neighbours facing off as Portugal take on Spain for their place in the last 8. It's massive, like a mini-final, if you will. Now, no mini-final needed here. They got the big one. Let's turn to cricket as Australia defeated hosts England by 7 wickets to lift the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Beth Mooney starred as she's been doing throughout the tournament with a superb 64, and then Phoebe Litchfield added 48 as Australia chased down England's 150-run target with 17 balls to spare, just to rub it in. Congratulations. Now he's finally back on the podium and the summit thereof. Let's turn to Formula One as Charles Leclerc claimed his first Formula One victory of the season, winning the British Grand Prix at Silverstone for Ferrari. So Leclerc finished ahead of George Russell, who does love it at Silverstone, and teammate Lewis Hamilton, probably the most wins there, to secure Ferrari's 250th victory in Formula One. Formula One returns next week, Sunday, with another bumper edition at the Belgian Grand Prix. Now let's get back onto grass. Wimbledon is serving it up this year. Naomi Osaka has sent a message. She is through to the Wimbledon quarterfinals after defeating world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. The 4-time Grand Slam champion produced a dominant display to secure a 6-2, 7-6 victory, ending Sabalenka's title hopes and, of course, booking a last 8 clash herself with Karolina Muchova. But I think she has intent this year, so watch that space. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's bring you the latest out on the roads. Let's start up in Gauteng, in Germiston to be specific. Traffic is gradually recovering on the N3 northbound. That's between Van Buren Road and the Elands interchange. All lanes have reopened. However, congestion remains and delays are still expected in the area. Please proceed with caution and allow for a little extra travel time if you can. Then staying up north in Randburg in Johannesburg, heavy traffic is being experienced on the N1 northbound. That's between 14th Avenue and Winnie Mandela Drive. Road users encouraged to remain patient, allow for some additional travel time, and as always, drive with caution if you can. Please look after each other. And then we move down south to the mother city, to Bellville. To be exact, congestion now being reported on the R300 northbound. That's at the N1 inbound ramp at the Stellenberg interchange, currently affecting traffic flow. And motorists can expect delays in the area and are again encouraged to practice patience as you head out to your daily commutes. Look after each other. Let's get into the weather. Polokwane, you're up first. Good morning to you. You start your week off with some morning drizzle just to kick off your day. Temperatures rise from a low of 4 degrees up to a nice 23. Then looking ahead, mostly bright and sunny skies dominating the outlook. Fairly warm daytime highs, while tomorrow remains the same as today. Klerksdorp, our next stop, and today you've got bright and sunny skies above. Enjoy it. Temperatures starting at a freezing 1, but they do climb to 23, and then sun-filled days are ahead with daytime highs above 21 degrees. Those lows are ranging between 1 and 4 degrees for the entire week. No rain to speak of. Pretoria, good morning to you. I gift you sunny skies, brightening up your day today. Your temperatures ranging between a low of 7 degrees and a high of 22 for your Monday. And looking ahead, largely sunny conditions sticking around. Tomorrow's daytime high sitting at 22 degrees. That shifts up to 23 by Wednesday. Just the smallest chance of rain. Then we move to Johannesburg. Sunny conditions dominating your forecast today. Temperatures did kick off at a cold 5 degrees, rising to a high of 19. And over the coming week, those temperatures are going to peak at around 19 degrees through till Thursday. And then sunny skies take center stage again. Umbombera, good morning to you. You're enjoying plenty of sunshine under clear skies today. As a result, your temperatures ranging from 8 to a high of 23 degrees. And heading into the week, you can expect mainly sunny skies and pleasant temperature highs, peaking at around 24 degrees, in fact, throughout most of the week. Bloem, good morning to you. Partly cloudy skies is going to define the start of your day. At least temperatures sitting between a cold 2 degrees. They will rise to a lovely 22 degrees for your Monday. Then looking forward throughout the week, the mornings will start off pretty chilly, but they progress to warmer temperatures as we move through the week, sticking to the high teens, low 20s. Richards Bay, good morning to you. Your skies are going to remain partly cloudy today with some afternoon showers expected. Temperatures ranging between a cool 16 degrees and then a pleasantly warm 26 degrees. And that kind of sets the tone for your week. The next 2 days, sunny skies before those cloudy conditions roll in from Thursday, and then rain expected by the weekend. Good morning, Durbs. Are you the playground today? It looks like it. You're going to have most of your day under sunny skies. Temperatures rising from a low of 11 to set at 24 degrees. And over the coming days, sunny conditions and some lingering clouds persisting until Thursday. Then the warm temperatures kick back in before cloudy and wet conditions move in for the weekend. Tata, good morning to you. The forecast today calls for mostly sunny skies above. Your temperatures kicked off at 7 degrees, but rise to a beautiful 26 degrees today. And then you can enjoy the next 2 days because it's going to feel like summer in the middle of winter. Temperatures peaking at around 27 degrees before the cloudy skies kick back in. Nkuba, good morning to you. Mostly sunny skies dominating your day today. Temperatures moving between a cold 5 degrees to set at a beautiful 24. And the week ahead brings mostly partly cloudy conditions, fairly warm daytime highs ranging between 19 and 25 degrees through the midweek. Kokompo City, you're going to wake up to a sun-filled and fun-filled day, hopefully today. Temperatures ranging between a cool 14 degrees, warming to a balmy 23. And over the next 2 days, sunny skies dominating before the cloudier weather, and a little bit of rain kicks in come Thursday. Rebecca, good morning to you. A beautiful sun-filled day lies ahead. Temperatures starting at a brisk 9, but climbing to a beautiful 22 degrees. And then tomorrow stays sunny. Temperatures ranging between 10 and 21 degrees. Make the most of it before the cloudier, wetter conditions are expected to gradually increase by the midweek and kick in properly by the weekend. Gorgeous George, how are you feeling this morning? Well, pleasant day ahead for you under mostly sunny skies. Rather moderate temperature range between 10 and a high of 19 degrees today. And the outlook remains partly cloudy for the week ahead. Rain expected by midweek, while temperatures stay on the cool side, reaching a high of only 19 degrees, dropping down to 15 by Thursday. Into the mother city, we now travel, and the day unfolds under partly cloudy skies today. Temperatures sitting between a chilly 11, rising to a moderate 17 because of that cloud cover. The coming days bring you mostly cloudy conditions again, and temperature highs at around 18 degrees for Tuesday and Wednesday, pretty much for the rest of the week in that mid-teen range. Sunnies, as we always like to say, good morning to you. Expect mostly sunny skies with a few passing clouds. Temperatures start from a biting 3 degrees, rising to set at only 18 today, and we stay in those upper teens. Tomorrow's temperatures ranging between a chilly 4 and 19, and we kind of stay in that lane for the rest of the week. Kimberly, a very good morning to you. You're going to spend most of your Monday under mostly sunny skies. Thankfully, temperatures rising from a crisp 4 degrees to a comfortably warm 24 degrees to start your week. And we're going to stay in that lane for the rest of the week. Sunny days, daytime highs ranging between 22 and 23 degrees, peaking at 24 even in the midweek. And then up east, our final stop. Oh, it's a gorgeous day. Today brings you bright sunny conditions, gentle northerly wind just to add to it. Temperatures ranging from a brisk 9 degrees, setting at a gorgeous 27 degrees. And we're going to stay right there in that sweet spot. The outlook remaining mainly sunny, pleasantly warm. Those upper temperatures 27 degrees throughout. And that's the majority of the weather pattern kind of across our land. Pretty chilled, but enjoy those pockets of sunshine where you can. And again, we demand proof of life this time of the day. And this one comes from Wayne Klaassen from Melville Koppies, my old hood. Oh my word, I buried a pet on Melville Koppies. That's how much I love this place. You don't understand. Oh, I miss that view of Joburg. Thank you so much, my brother, for sending that picture through. Can you beat it? I'd love to see it. 063 036 9649. That's the number to use to stay connected, because today is all about human connection.
That's true, and we are going to be connecting with some phenomenal humans in just a little bit. On the other side of this break, we find out who runs the world. Girls, once again, especially when it comes to the sporting realm. And we've got Bellville City Football Club, a couple of girls from there, that will be showing us how sports commentating can be done and why women's voices are so important in the world of sports. We'll see you after this.
Oh, you can make my day.
She's part of your Feel Good Mornings, and now she's nominated for TV Show Presenter of the Year at the Basadi in Music Awards.
Now, if Kutle Adams has made you smile, inspired you, or become part of your morning routine, now's the time to show us some love.
SMS TV Presenter and Kutle Adams to 33329, or vote online at basadimusicawards.co.za/vote.
Now, voting does close on the 18th of July. It's our turn to make Kutle's day.
Let's bring it home.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Who runs the world? It's got to be the girls, isn't it? Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We know that every sporting moment has a story behind it, but whose voices actually get to tell those stories? That's what we want to know. And today we're handing over the microphone to a group of young football players to hear sports through their eyes and through their voices. From commentary challenges to conversations about confidence, but also most importantly, representation. We're celebrating the power of girls finding their voice and speaking up and knowing that their perspective matters at the end of the day. So a very warm welcome to a few ladies joining us from the Bellville City Football Club. We've got Anita Paris, who's a forward at the Belleville City FC, Luca Kraus, midfielder, and then, of course, Janae Morgan, goalkeeper. So let's give them a feel-good welcome, everybody. Yo, ladies, welcome, and thanks for joining us. We're feeling good? We're feeling awake? We're feeling alive?
Yes.
Good. This is the energy that I'm going to need for today. Because I want to know for the team, right? When you actually sit down and watch sport, what do you enjoy most about commentary? What is it about the commentators that gets you hype? And what do you think, in the current space that we live in, could be done a bit differently?
I personally think that when they talk, I think that they put a lot of energy, and I think they show that the players are putting a lot of dedication, and the more that they talk and the more that they show that the players are putting effort and they put the effort, like the combination
comes together.
It comes together.
Yeah, the combos communicate, essentially. I get that. It gets me hyped for the game and also sometimes gives context to what is going on. I mean, how about you, Luca?
I think it could give you a lot of understanding about the game and inspiration about speaking up more and
Yeah, it's a good thing. And on your side?
I really enjoy the wittiness that commentators use because obviously there's only so much you can say when someone's trying to score a goal or passing a ball to its former teammate. So I think just that clever wittiness really, like she said earlier, it just brings up that gees, the vibe. Yeah.
They got to think on their feet like this, eh?
Yes.
And what do you think could be done a bit differently, perhaps, if anything?
I think personally, just showing that, like talking more about the players' like experience on the field, and like just showing more like effort about the players. I think like a lot of people don't really, they just talk about the game and stuff. I don't think they really show more understanding of like the players.
Yeah.
And I think like they should put more effort and like more energy into
that in particular. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Like making the story more personal, like you
Yeah.
seeing the woman behind, the football match or
I like that you said the woman behind the football match. Because more women in sports is what we are gearing for right now.
Yeah.
So you guys are women in sports, and we definitely need to put you to the test. So we've got some really exciting sporting scenarios, and we're going to pretend like you are commentators, because I believe that women's voices in sports really matters. We've seen so many of them, and more can still come up. So I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. In fact, I'll start over here, Anita, and we'll work our way down. Here is the first scenario. So what's happening on our screens right now is a spectacular goal is being scored by someone in Banyana. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's see the picture. Oh,
See the picture.
there you go.
And there goes Janae. She makes a cut through the last defender. She shoots, she scores, and the crowd goes wild.
Wow. The crowd is going wild. We're going wild. Okay, let's check out our second scenario after that epic goal that was scored. How about an incredible save?
Okay.
Let's have a look.
Okay. She shoots. The keeper scores. Wait, no.
Again.
The shooter jumps. No, wait. Sorry. The keeper jumps. She catches. Another goal miss.
Oh, wait, are we happy or are we celebrating that we're celebrating?
Definitely.
Yes! That's a good thing. Okay, then last but not least, here is our third scenario. Let's have a look. And this is more about support. So a teammate helping another teammate. How would this go?
They clash, she falls, she's hurt. Sportsmanship, you help your teammate out.
That's true. Sportsmanship at the end of the day. Give yourselves a round of applause, hey? 3 scenarios that we get to enjoy and see every single time we watch a game, but how did it feel commentating on it?
I think it felt really, sorry, Janae. No, I think it felt really empowering because, like she's pointed out a few times, like a lot of times people don't take women's sports seriously enough. So to see that there are women out there standing up and they're like using their voice and their opinions matter and stuff, I think it really is empowering.
Yeah, you guys feel the same?
Yeah, I personally also think, just like she said, I think personally, like talking about it and speaking more, I feel so confident and I feel so happy that I got the opportunity to talk for women out there, and I hope that I can help other women want to talk more about their sports and be more committed to their sports.
I mean, you guys are already doing your part right now on national TV, letting other young girls know that, yes, I'm listening and your voice does matter. How did it feel for you?
it's definitely something that you need to work on before
That's
being able
also
to
true,
do it, and it
yeah.
gives you a better understanding of not just the game, but all the players and how they play, and like, yeah.
I will say, I feel like I'd watch more sports if I heard women commentating. I think we
Definitely.
also come with our own wits and jokes and experience and knowledge, so more of that needs to be seen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've already got 3 that are up and coming and more to come. But why is it so important for young girls right now that are perhaps watching to know that their voices matter, that their opinions matter, whether they're on the field, whether they're off the field, in everyday life? Why is it vital?
I feel like, especially in soccer, where most people know it as a male-dominant sport, it's definitely difficult for young girls to express themselves in the sport without feeling judged or feeling like it's only a male sport. So I think just us speaking up about it, like, shows them it is definitely a sport for both. Yeah.
I love that. You can't be what you can't see, right?
Yeah, and also the commitment that girls put in, I don't think they understand the commitment that girls put in, just like the rest of people. I think that girls put in just as much effort, and I'm just,
Yeah, I mean, you guys already put in effort to be on the couch today, to be on the field every other day. So thank you so much for joining us and for representing Bellville FC so incredibly well. We appreciate you. Anita, Luca, and Janae joined us on the couch this morning. And watch out for those names because they are incredible and they can keep going up from here. So whether they are scoring goals or even whether we are out here cheering from the sidelines or sharing the stories behind the game, every girl deserves to know that their voice really matters. So a huge thank you to our incredible young guests, our bright shining stars, for reminding us about that confidence, that it's not just about what you do, but also about having the courage to speak up and definitely be heard. So if you want to learn more about the Dove Body Confidence Sport Program and its mission to going ahead and helping girls stay active and confident and engaged in sport to this day, be sure to visit Dove's website and also their social media platforms. One more round of applause for our girls.
Choose confidence. Dove is the perfect first deodorant for teens. Gentle on skin, effective on sweat.
Well, we still have more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We haven't even got in the kitchen yet. And if you love that Lady and the Tramp moment of the spaghetti and meatballs, it's coming your way. And then, of course, we're focusing on emotional intimacy. Maxine joins us once again, Maxine Moore, and we'll have a conversation with her straight after this.
Think it's just another day? Well, not anymore, because I could be pulling up to your door next. Spin and win up to 20,000 Rand, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you have a World Sports Betting account, and another 2,000 Rand if you can hit a small dance challenge with me. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the competition post of Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages, and all you have to do is follow the prompts. And not signed up yet? Well, head to wsb.co.za, use the promo code THEBEAT50 to get a free 50 Rand sports bet. World Sports Betting, bet to the beat. I'll see you soon.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back as we strive for connection today. Now, I think we often think that intimacy is something that either exists or it doesn't. Okay, it's pretty finite like that. But relationship experts say it is something that's built through the small moments that we share every day. Life and relationship mentor Maxine Moore now joins us to unpack what true intimacy really can look like and why emotional trust matters, and how couples can begin finding their way back to one another, because we have seasons in life, Maxine. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being brave enough to bring your old man through. A little bit later, we're going to have some fun. My work wife and I are going to go through an exercise, which I think is going to be quite revealing. But maybe as a jumping off point, because if you've been in a relationship for a long time, certainly in a marriage for a long time, we sleep together, we are in the same bed together, we are connected. But how do you define true intimacy within a relationship? Maybe that's our starting point.
Yeah, so physical proximity doesn't always equate to intimacy, right?
If anything, it can make it chasms apart.
Yeah, like he's sitting on the couch and she's like, "You're not here with me." And he's like, "I'm right here." What does she mean? She means I don't feel connected. I don't feel seen and known. And so intimacy obviously requires a bit more than proximity, because you probably know what your coworkers have for breakfast, what time they go on lunch break. That doesn't necessarily mean you have an intimate connection. So there's this necessity for deeper, more vulnerable things to be shared than just, the surface level things. And actually, one thing I love to tell my couples, people say, "How's your day?" Such a basic thing to ask, but you could rather ask things like, "What do you want me to know about you today?"
Yeah, how can I help you today?
Opens it up, yeah.
It's funny you say that. I'm obviously thinking in the context of my work wife today, because Carissa and I are going to be going through an exercise together, which is going to be, I'm sure, as awkward as anything on the planet. But you get to go there with your partner and I think of all the moments where she looks after me live on air with answering those sorts of questions, because she's thought about that, where I can get it. Like she's gone there. What does that connection actually look like? What does trust between two people look like, and how do those small actions, those small moments build that?
Exactly. So if I share a feeling with you right now, like maybe I'm feeling so overwhelmed, not actually, it's going to build trust if you say, I can see that right now you're holding a lot. There's a lot going on. You hold space for that instead of saying, I'm also actually quite stressed. What happened to me? That's not going to build trust. So it's really validating your partner in the moment, being there when they're sharing an emotion, doing what you say you're going to do. If you say, I'm going to do this for you later, actually showing up, and then treating your partner like they're actually the most important person in the world. Because sometimes I think if we had a celeb coming for dinner, we wouldn't sit on our phone while they were talking or work into dinner. But we can sometimes treat our most intimate partner like they're not that important.
Yeah, and I think it's worth, as much as we don't want to make this about phones, but it's worth thinking about how small screen and that connection to those other algorithms, to other people that's sitting in your phone, not real human connection, but a connection, how that can degrade that. Safe place, vulnerability go together great, but being vulnerable when you don't feel safe, and if that intimate connection has been eroded, you're not going to feel safer. So how do we find that balance to feel safe and vulnerable at the same time?
Yeah, of course. So like we've said, intimacy requires vulnerability, but to feel safer in that, we have to become familiar, firstly, with what we're feeling and even meeting our own needs.
We've
I think sometimes, especially women can be so good at saying, "I'm exhausted, but I'm going to keep working. I'm sad, but I'm going to put a smile on my face when someone walks into the room, rather. I'm going to continue to reply to emails, even though I need to relax and read a book right now." So she's not necessarily attuning to her own vulnerable needs.
See.
So even if he showed up and said, "How are you feeling?" she'd probably say, "I'm fine, I'm a bit stressed." Not sharing more of that vulnerability. So then actually that moment for intimacy has passed. So I would say that it really comes down to feeling safer, feeling your feelings, meeting your needs, asking for help.
And that often requires you to go there yourself a little bit and do that, feel a little bit uncomfortable. But the joy of opening that conduit up for another person is you'll find someone who can relate to you. You'll generally find the partner who knows more about you and knows you better than you even know yourself. So lean into that. But you've got to be respectful enough to meet them there and be honest about that. And that's where the vulnerability, maybe that's a great way of thinking about it, is a level of honesty with yourself.
And you also have to be brave. Like, it takes courage to share what you're actually feeling. But I always say, in a moment, we can choose love, do it for love. And so do I want to say that I'm upset, or do I just want to be cold? And I can just say, I'm feeling really sad about this. I'm feeling really let down about this, and just opening up.
I love this. This is because you don't want to put this all on your partner to say, be a better partner to me. You've got to prompt that within yourself, and that can be quite a challenging thing. You don't want it to feel forced, though, as well, like we're going to go on an arranged date night to remake the connection between each other. Surely there's smaller moments, things happening all the time where we can build that connection. What are those moments look like? How do we build that trust without making it forced?
Yeah, beautiful. So, firstly, I think a question to ask is maybe, why has the emotional connection maybe degraded? Like, have I been, you know...
What's my role in
Yeah,
this?
like in the early days, we're asking good questions, we're listening, we're showing up, we're dating.
You swept away in the...
Yeah, and we're treating this relationship, are we just think it's going to sustain itself? Or is it like a garden that we're tending to daily, pulling out the weeds, like really cultivating this beautiful space? So I think
like that.
just to reflect. And then, you know, to everyone watching, as we kind of alluded to earlier, check in with yourself. Do I need 5 minutes in the sun before I rush into that next meeting? Do I need to just sip this coffee slower, ask a friend for some help? So really
yourself,
cultivating this inner connection, which is then going to allow you to share that with somebody.
I love that, but also because you want to meet them where they are.
Yeah.
But I'm also on my season of seeing the best in people, and we often forget to see the best. It's almost like we've got license to see the worst in our partners. And it actually started with my kids, where someone was like, see the best in your kids. The world's going to be seeing the worst in them for the rest of their lives. You start with that. But we don't often give our partners that little bit of leeway. We hold them to the highest measurement and the strictest measurement. So maybe we need to just take a step back.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do this little thing that we're going to be doing with our partners? So to give the viewers an indication, we're going to do a couples exercise. What will that entail, and what's the purpose?
Yeah, so obviously our lives are busy, right? We can get home from work, we're exhausted, we're sitting on the couch. The last thing you really want to do is connect in
Another
any
exercise,
meaningful
yeah.
way. So this is just a really simple practice you can do in a few minutes, and it is going to restore emotional connection faster than any random conversation or other maybe larger activity would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will it show cracks in the work marriage? Perhaps it will. We know that there are no boundaries when it comes to Expresso, and that really does work in our favor because we get the full emotional load. We get to really enjoy and make the most out of life. But it means we've also got to deal with the more difficult stuff. So we're going to make that connection. If you are looking for a more intimate connections to the people closest to you, then maybe this is the exercise you are waiting for, and we'll give it a try after this.
Now for phlegmy coughs, trust Lennon cough mixtures for your family. Available in 3 flavors, honey, orange, and peppermint. The honey and orange flavors are alcohol-free and suitable for children from 2 years of age, while the peppermint flavor is suitable from 6 years of age. Now be ready for phlegmy coughs this winter with Lennon cough mixtures, Lennon medicines, and original, trusted since 1898. All right, so stick around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show because, yes, we will be doing that intimacy test that you can join alongside us on the other side of this break. And also some spaghetti meatballs. Lady and the Tramp style is coming your way. It looks fantastic. But will it taste as good when Graham and I make it? We'll see on the other side of the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thanks for joining us this morning. We're celebrating International Kissing Day, but before the break, Maxine reminded us that intimacy is built through emotional trust and also everyday connection that we share.
Oh, it's going to get real now, okay? She is joined by her husband, James, to demonstrate a simple presence practice that helps couples slow down, reconnect, genuinely feel one another again, even after the busiest of days. And I would imagine because he leaves you now. He leaves you for how long?
10 days.
Oh,
not too long.
That
for
feels like a month.
For an eternity. Now I feel you go. My family's been away for just over 10 days and I'm
like
broken.
one night. It's
exactly,
ages.
it's tough. So thank you so much for being here, my brother. I really do appreciate this. So the floor is yours, girls. So take us through what we're going to do.
Amazing. So if we've had a really long, busy day, which is most days, by the end of the day, we don't really have that much energy left necessarily for a long kind of intimacy practice. So this is just something short that we do. We'll just connect. We'll face one another. Not normally on a couch, maybe sitting on a bed.
Okay.
It's kind of facing. We'll take 3 breaths together. First, just kind of connecting to ourselves as we just take the breaths and land in this moment. I'm letting go of work right now. I'm letting go of the plumber I need to call.
And I'm feeling nervous, and it's weird, but I think maybe we need to voice that people will feel nervous about making these connections, and maybe that's the vulnerability thing, you know?
And that's going to come up right now. I can actually share how I feel. So we're first going to take these 3 breaths together. I'm kind of following his lead. And then we're going to meet eye to eye. I do recommend looking into your partner's left eye so you don't have that awkward moment of which eyeball do I choose. So you both look into left eyeballs just for a few seconds. And then I'm just going to share how I feel. So I'm going to start with an I feel statement. I'm feeling happy to be here with you in this moment and maybe a little bit nervous.
And then I'll say what I see. So that could just be an observation. So I could say, I see your beautiful hazel eyes.
Then I'm going to say what I now feel again based on whatever he observed. So basically, I'm going to say I feel 3 times, and he's going to say I see 3 times. So I'm on my second I feel. I feel a bit softer in my body now that you've seen me.
I can see your shoulders dropping down a little lower.
I feel sad that you're leaving later.
I see the woman that I married.
Love you.
Aww. Aww.
So it's just, we're not getting into conversation. You know, I felt so angry later when this boss did this. It's just, I feel this in this moment. He's saying what he sees. And then that creates a space where we actually want to kiss each other after that. And that's kind of what we're going for.
That made me emotional.
We must kiss 7 times a day or whatever. It's actually, I want to kiss you when
It's
you
quite
see
disarming.
me.
There's something where it's just, there's no kind of expectation. It's almost observation versus judgment. It kind of feels like you're just kind of taking a step. Are you going to do this with me?
And can I say one thing?
Eh?
You can actually say if you're feeling nervous, you can just say, I feel nervous right now, or I feel like I don't know what I feel. You can literally just say the truth.
I'm going to say, because this is the crazy thing, so I think, and it takes a lot to work with someone like me who's kind of all over the place all the time, but there are so many soft moments where you kind of just give me the leeway to be and not to be, which is quite a powerful thing when you're working with someone. Very few people in my life allow that much, but it's what allows me to have the space to be able to really do what I do, which is amazing, which has made me understand that we joke about this work, wife and husband thing like that, but we wouldn't be able to do the work like that without that. So thank you very much for that. You really do allow me so much of the freedom that a relationship gives a person in the space, from a protection, from vulnerability. I can cry here.
True, I feel
we do
emotional
often
even.
cry in this
Okay,
space.
my
So
turn. I will say
you.
thank you for, from day one, showing up as a real person instead of this facade of who Graham Richards is. And it's been so great to be able to connect with you because of that. So thank you for that. That's my moment.
Beautiful.
And can I make another observation? You know what I love the most is I've gone through 2 beautiful front row journeys through 2 pregnancies, and the baby bubble starts to form around you, and you can see your reality starting to change and stuff that's important wasn't important is and isn't, but everything is shifting and changing, and you've got this beautiful kind of glow bubble kind of forming around you. So I'm going to stay inside that little bubble and just be in this safe space. But no, it's amazing to see how much control you have within a situation that must feel very crazy and uncontrolled. So
a little bit unreal as well. Okay, so I know what we both love.
It's our love language. It's food.
Food. So I'm going to head into the kitchen and cook us something. Guys, thank you so much. That was beautiful. I'll try not to cry. Okay, I'll be back.
Sure, and you got to remember, she's freshly married as well, hey? So there's a lot of emotion flowing through that. James, I'm going to end with you because you've got a beautiful accent, man, and your eyes are gorgeous. I can understand how you fell in love with this man. How did that make you feel, going through this exercise as a big, burly man?
Well, it's something that's taken me a while to get used to. You know, when I first started dating Max, it was something that was new to me. But now it's kind of second nature. But equally, each time you do one of these exercises, there is that feeling of, oh, this is a little bit
wake-up
nervous,
call,
a little bit unusual. But it just takes you a moment to drop in and show that presence. And then afterwards, you feel better.
I love this. You know, I'm a big fan of like transactional analysis and having effective communications and everything being applied to large-scale communications and messaging, not to the most intimate, powerful connection.
And I think that's what I want to say. I think the power here is that I'm sharing how I feel, he's sharing what he sees, and we're not getting into this whole story, which is what can just take over a relationship.
Not heavy.
We're just yapping. We're just saying, I'm saying one thing I feel. I could say, I feel my shoulders are tight, you know? And that is just creating so much presence. We're right here. And that's what creates the connection and that safety that we spoke about earlier. You know, how do you feel safe? You share what's real in the moment.
I love it, man. Well, clearly your connection is, you're going to be fine. For 11 days, you'll be all right, guys. You'll be all right. Well, I hope you are going to try this exercise with the person that you really want that connection with today. And don't wait for it. Don't wait for 11 days or a week, because when those people aren't with you and that connection is not there, you feel it. But it's even worth, if they're in the room with you right now and that connection isn't there, that's something you can do about. So go and do it.
Well, let's connect right now in a different type of way as we enter into the kitchen for the first time on International Kissing Day. We're celebrating love and affection and those unforgettable moments that make our hearts skip a beat. So a few movie scenes are as iconic as Lady and the Tramp accidentally sharing a strand of spaghetti and then mwah, they kiss, and it's that moment we all remember. Today, we're bringing that romance into the kitchen with a comforting spaghetti recipe that I just know Graham's going to love.
Yes, I will.
He loves the meatball and he loves the spaghetti.
Just wash my hand for 3 seconds. Sure, how are you feeling about that? A little emotional journey. My goodness, girl.
That was very emotional. I will say it was beautiful seeing the couple connect in that way, and I felt it. And then I got a bit emotional because I was like, wow, I miss my man.
I know, but I did explain to him, like, this has been a big run for you.
Yeah.
There's been marriage, there's been babies, there's been a lot going on. So you are handling everything perfectly. I think you are just pacing yourself brilliantly, which is
I appreciate that.
It's not in your and my nature to be reserved about many things. So and this is what I talk about, the miracle of being pregnant, is your whole nature changes.
And I appreciate
amazing,
you,
man.
and that's why I'm cooking for you today.
Ah, no, I love you, girl.
I love you too. All right, so we're making some tomato base for our meatball dish. So I've got some sauteed onions, I've got tomato. I would usually actually add some, I do have sugar. Some sugar in here.
I know, and a lot of people, this can be quite contentious. It's just purely because the tomato has a high acidity, so you just balance it out, man.
And we'll balance it with some chili flakes.
Yes.
And then, of course, garlic.
Oh, that ganchu chili stuff that I've found for my steak.
The chef in you is shining right now.
It's just lonely. I think I cry. I think my tears fall into the...
You cry over the meal?
the meal. That's what makes it taste so nice.
You said I don't need salt. I'll just use my tears.
Oh, yeah, and after today's show, you know I'm going to go home and be crying. No, I am really missing my family now. But it's making me really appreciate the moments that I have with them and how much... the cooking. So I'm basically practicing meals that I can make for them when they come home.
And they're going to love it.
Hopefully.
From your bao buns to your steak, gochujang steak.
You know what I'm saying? And this, I want to expand the culture of cooking. This is something I haven't done with the little ones, and I think making meatballs is very exciting because that's tactile, and kids love to get their hands involved and stuck in. Okay, so what's going into my meatballs?
So you've got mince and then an egg as a binder.
Hello, egg.
Some fresh garlic, because we don't play around here.
No, we haven't played around.
And then we've got parmesan, panko, and salt and pepper. In fact, I'll steal some of your salt. I don't have any seasoning here.
A bit of breadcrumbs.
And I'm adding fresh basil into my meal as well.
Very nice.
Which I don't think the Lady and the Tramp did, but we will do that.
We are woke, bougie.
Exactly.
Okay.
Elevated.
Gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper in as well.
And then you just got to go for it.
And then...
Why are you using the spoon when you've got
I'm just
hands?
getting the mix ratio right, and then I'm going to start squelching it. And I think this is the other therapeutic side of
Squelching's
cooking.
a great word.
Squelch therapy, they actually call it officially in the clinic books. So obviously here we are binding with the egg. We are kind of adding a bit of substance with the panko. It's going to give us a bit of a crisp on the outside.
Yeah, because we're frying out our meatballs.
All right,
now
so can I ahoy a meatball?
the size of your meatballs, what are we going for?
I always make them too big, and then so inevitably there'll be one that's twice the size of the other one once I learn to be moderate.
They do cook quicker if they're smaller.
Yeah,
But I mean,
exactly.
we've got all the time in the world.
Can I
Thank
just-
you. No, I'll do it. That's fine. I will sacrifice my hands. Oh, wait, we do have it.
This will be the production line.
Yes. We do
There we
have a tool
go.
for that. Okay.
And I suppose being
got
a
it.
red meat with fat in it, we treat it like a steak or a burger patty or that kind of thing. You want to caramelize the outside, get a bit of a sear, and then you can let it cook through in the sauce, right?
So would you eat medium meatballs? No.
Yeah, I think you kind of want it cooked through, I would
kind of,
say.
yeah.
I also get confused when trying to transfer the red meat kind of scoring system.
Because how do you know when it's done? Sometimes I'll put it
Exactly.
in the oven as well, just to make sure it's cooked through.
Perfectly
entirely.
fine. And I think
just
once you've
spoil.
got that caramelization on the outside, the residual heat, even in the sauce, is going to keep cooking it.
That's true.
I think you are
How
all right.
often do you have spaghetti and meatballs?
It's funny enough, not the meatballs, but just spaghetti bolognese
Yeah.
is one of my wife's favorite things to make. So
Oh.
that's something she will make at least once a week for us. But what I love about the mince is you can have mince about 1,000,000 different ways.
100%.
So-
Versatile.
Yeah, I like toasted zalms. I absolutely love mince wraps
that?
of all things. Toasted sandwich, man, with mince in it.
What kind of mince? Like curry mince or just like
It's just delicious, man.
or
so that's it.
snackwich? Bring those back.
Oh, you see what I'm
Do
saying?
they still make snackwich machines?
I'm sure there must be.
All right, so we're gonna get the nice brown on this, get it caramelized and delicious. Our sauce is cooking away. Actually want to turn the heat down on this so that it can get delicious.
And I like the basil in a sauce like that. I'm just going to keep making the rest of these.
Yeah,
'cause I
make
don't
two
think-
more. That's what we have
two
space
more.
for.
Okay. See, you also learn spatial awareness. Great exercise for your kids as well. In
We're
that
trying.
sense.
I think what they taught me, if they're too close together, then it's like sweats as opposed to gets crunchy.
I will say one thing though, you know, with it being my love language, my wife is so good at making sure my voice is represented. And she's been cooking for the kids every night, eh?
Yeah.
And she knows she wouldn't do that in South Africa. She would let me do that in South
Let
Africa.
you do the cooking.
But
You
she
are a great cook.
understands. But no, but because she knows I enjoy it. And
Yeah.
she doesn't really. And now she's teaching herself to enjoy it and healthy things so that the kids see her do it and then they model. And I love that.
That's
so
the only way.
we put it to you guys in our search for human connection this morning. As grown-ups, do you guys struggle or find it easy to make friends? Carissa, you said it was a bit of a challenge for you.
It's a challenge, man. But I love the fact that they were talking about communities. So let's see what Natasha says. Difficult as it's better that way. And it's better that way. I have my husband and my 2 children,
don't need
plus
your-
my 3 pets. That's you, Gray.
That's out of 5 pets. I raise you another 2 pets. De Class saying a little more difficult, but the best friendships often happen when you least expect
That's
them.
true. You've got to, like Graham said,
true.
remain open at all opportunities.
Yeah, and friendships can come in many different shapes and
Yeah.
guises. Mark Gavin, good morning, my brother. Good to see you, Mark. It's important to be positive and proactive. One of the best ways to make friends is to make friends with the friends of your friends.
I like that.
So once you have a friend or two, use those relationships to find more friends. Does it make sense? Just a thought.
It makes sense to me.
It's also really wholesome and sweet.
Yeah.
The thought process behind that is just a really nice,
100%.
wholesome thing in the world.
Make friends with your friends who are friends.
Exactly. And don't listen. Cape Town's not cliquey. It's just tiny, okay? Everyone here kind of grew up with the person that they know down the street, okay?
Yeah.
It's not that they don't like you. They just haven't met you yet, okay? So don't invite them for coffee Maybe invite them over for a nice home-cooked meal or something, because the coffees don't seem to happen here.
And then you share a spaghetti like Lady and the Tramp. Now you're locked in
Now
for
you've
life.
made it awkward. Okay, now you've made it really awkward for the poor person. I think, to be honest, Carissa and I, this whole show, have just been terrified that we were going to have to do the spaghetti thing at some point with one another. But now that we know...
Our partners would forgive us.
Exactly. We've gotten through the intimacy test with Maxine. I think we're feeling pretty safe. It's a really cool way to work on your relationship in the kitchen. You get to enjoy the results together and have a little bit of fun along the way.
Yep.
But it's also disarming. You can talk to her, chat, catch up, do that little check-in. So scan the QR code and do your couple check-in a little bit later as you create your own Lady and the Tramp moment. Look at that caramelization. The box.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We've had a lot of love. Let's bring some energy into this space. And she brings, well, all the energy, heartfelt songwriting, infectious melodies, incredible voice, and a rapidly growing fan base who gets it. Pixie Whip continues to serve just the best, and she is absolutely carving out a space in South African music and beyond, and recently dropped her latest single called Dream Baby Dream. We love that notion. She joins us in studio to give us a little taste, but let's give you a little taste before we catch up.
I'm a real good swimmer, cry me a river and dream, baby dream. I'm a real good swimmer, cry me a river and dream, baby dream.
Goodness, can we get a round of applause? Pixie Whip is in the house. You know what I love? My favorite game is watching your face when you see your music and listen to your music. You even get how cool this song is.
It never gets old. It literally never
cool.
gets old.
How are you, my friend? Welcome back.
I'm good. Yeah, it's nice to be back. Thanks for having me back. Yeah.
We got to start with new music, and
Yes.
it is sounding
Thank you.
amazing. How proud are you of Dream Baby Dream?
I'm super proud. I listened to it so many times before it even came out, and I feel like that's when I know I like a song, when I'm like, I want to listen to it, obviously.
There's something a little bit deep and grungy about
Yes,
it.
I'm glad you picked that up.
When you
'cause, yeah.
expect the beat to go up, it goes down.
Yeah,
it takes
yeah.
you dirtier
It's
down.
definitely like I wanted it to be a very like slow build situation. I also like refrained from putting a lot of instruments in for like 2 verses. For 2 verses, it's just guitar, and then there's like a little kazoo thing that just comes in. So it's like very kind of like, I think when the chorus comes in, I hope to think that it's a bit unexpected.
A bridge in a modern day song? What
Yeah,
are
I
you
know.
talking
Wild,
about?
I know, right?
Guitars? I don't understand the
Crazy.
algorithm. Very excited for you. Congratulations. Staying in your lane feels almost effortless for you. Is it a conscious thing, or are you who you are? Like, is this something, because so many artists are intentional, certainly in this phase of their career, about putting out who they want to be and what they want to sound. And
Yeah.
with you, it feels like the opposite, like we've got to come and meet you where you are.
That's super cool. That's definitely not intentional. I think I think I just write from where I'm at in life at the moment. So I think it's always evolving. I like to stay close to what's happening in my life, and I think that if I can best represent that in my music, maybe that translates well. So I guess it's just like whatever I'm making is who I am at the moment. I don't know.
That being said, then when you perform, is it a different side of the same coin? is it vital for you to have the kind of validation, being on a stage with a Matthew Mole in these massive spaces? He's one of my favorites, so I'll always mention him. But he's figured out the commercial algorithm of what it is to be a South African artist, and he's done it so well.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to be in those spaces to balance out the good content and what you're creating? Because you've got to live that life as well.
No, it's very, very. And it also influences a lot of what I make in the studio. So like a lot of the stuff that I make, I will have like a live show in mind. So to be like, oh, is there a part in the song that I could leave a bit of space for, so that if I'm in a live show, I can like have that moment.
A bit of
So it kind of like it all flows into each other. But there's nothing like being on stage. Like there's no words really for me to describe it. So I've been a little bit more like in my studio this year, but I want to like obviously get back on the stage. But it's super important to have both. I feel like you need to have the real life like translation of what your music is doing when it's like flushing into somebody's like
release
like,
the beast.
Yeah, you see like their direct response in their eyes, and it's just like it's super special, and it's very necessary for your whole like
I would imagine even more so for you, because you control so much of the production space and you can go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, absolutely.
So like, do you have to let go of a part of yourself when you step out on stage and say, okay, this is it, for better or for worse, just
100%.
go?
I think the entire process, the way that I do it, is very like there's a lot of compartmentalizing, which takes a long time. So like the only reason that I produce my own music is because I've been doing it for so long. It's like I wouldn't actually recommend it for most people.
It'll break you.
Yeah, it's also like it's something that's not really recommended to do the entire process on your own. It's not something I always do. But yeah, I don't know. I think I trust myself enough. So
well, I think for this phase, maybe lean into yourself, because you're
definitely. I mean,
smashing it.
That's basically what I just think I've got the confidence. I'm like, if I've produced myself for enough time, like in terms of if I was to look at myself as a separate producer, I probably know myself as an artist more than any producer could
For
at this
sure,
point.
yeah,
So like,
professionally,
but
yeah.
getting out on stage, no, I'm always scared. I'm like, oh, what if the bass doesn't sound like I thought it did?
Well, who else is going to judge you but you, because you know. And
well,
this is,
yeah.
If maybe I can frame it like this, albeit I'm not the most musical person on the planet, but there's no one else making your music in your lane as well as you are.
Thank you.
So
wow.
maybe you've gotten to that point where you realize you've got to back yourself and do it, because no one else is going to take you that step further.
Definitely. Thank you. And also, by the way, everyone's musical, so I wouldn't.
Oh,
I wouldn't
100%. Thanks.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen me dance yet, but just wait. Exactly. Even upstairs, they're like, oh, God, please don't. You strike me as being quite introverted for being an extrovert.
I am, yeah.
And that must be a weird line to walk, but you're part of strategic networks that are so vitally important for an artist.
For sure.
Do you struggle to make, and this we put to our viewers this morning, those kind of human connections, those friendships, even professional friendships that are so essential?
Absolutely.
Is that something that's natural for you or challenging?
It depends. It depends on the person. I feel like when I click with certain people in the industry, there's a lot of artists that are very much like me as well, where it's like, I wouldn't say I'm 100% introverted. I bounce between both. So I'll have like weeks of my life where I really need to just go inwards, but then I will have moments where I'm like, I need to go out.
5 minutes on stage, we'll sort that out.
Yeah, I need to go to a rave and see people and dance and like, connect. So like, it's weird. I have a good balance of both. But obviously this is an industry where network and connections is everything. So I think I'm quite particular, and I think the people that know me know that. And I feel like the connections I have made are super strong. And I kind of nurture those very hard. Yeah.
You're sitting on the manifestation station, as you well understand.
Yeah.
This is where so many of these threads tie together now. But for an artist, striving to find that, I know you've got just a gorgeous voice, and you seem to always start with that beautiful little break in the voice that's just like, where did that come from? Which is amazing. But you have the ability to build emotional connection through your work. For artists looking for that purity of content, is that writing? Is that emotion as you perform? Where does that come from?
That's such a good question. Oh, I love that question so much. That I feel like comes from life experience, especially when it comes to the voice. The voice is a muscle that like lives in your body. So if you're playing an instrument, it's external, and there's obviously a lot of emotion in it. But the voice is fascinating because it grows with you, and it's like, it kind of builds with what you've been through over time. And like, I don't know, I really think that when it comes to writing, it's something you can't teach. Like songwriting is just something you pick up, and it really just comes from like noticing the world around you and knowing how to like you have to experience life and like being able to translate pain. And it's not also like being able to sit down when you feel good. Like I sometimes sit at my piano when I don't feel good and I don't feel like writing and I don't want to necessarily be there. And I'm like, but this is what it's for. Like,
well, that allows a person who's in that space to meet you.
Exactly. And through doing that, like through having through being vulnerable, you allow somebody else to access that vulnerability. So I think when it comes to doing, like building more of an emotional connection, it's like, how willing are you to be seen?
Go there. Well, we're going to be vulnerable today. We're going to be seen today. We're going to be making connections today. And we're going to get down a party because it's a dirty track. It's a really nice song. And you're going to just love it and download it immediately, please. Because that's how we show love. But we're not going to let it go anywhere. Performance on the way.
Thank you so much, guys. 8 minutes. Well, it's just gone 8 o'clock, rather. Let's get straight into your national news headlines. Where residents of Rotanda in Heidelberg are demanding justice after 2 men died during protests over water shortages just last week. The deaths of Katlego Mokoena and Sipho Motwang have been referred to the Independent Police Investigative Directorate to determine whether police gunfire was responsible. Now, community anger intensified after the mayor's house was torched on Friday. Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi visited the bereaved families and pledged to provide an update on the investigation by Wednesday. Now, in other local news, 10 buses carrying Zimbabwean migrants affected by diarrhea will not be processed at Limpopo's Messina Repatriation Center. And that's according to the Department of Home Affairs. Now, officials say the migrants will be processed en route before traveling directly to the Beitbridge border, posts to prevent contact with others at the facility. Meanwhile, one Zimbabwean national processed at the Messina Center has been detained on suspicion of murder, with investigations continuing. Now, the temporary repatriation site in Epping, Cape Town, has now been closed. Well, internationally speaking, families in Guinea are calling for greater support and awareness for children with autism as stigma and limited services continue to hinder diagnosis and education. Misconceptions about the condition remain widespread, leaving many families isolated and without assistance. Now, a free school in Freya is helping children develop practical and communication skills while promoting inclusion. Advocates say more government support is needed, with few specialized schools available in a country where many families cannot afford private education or even specialized care. In other news, Russia says Ukraine rejected a proposed 6-hour ceasefire in and around Kostyantynivka that would have allowed the handover of the bodies of fallen Ukrainian soldiers. Now, Moscow said it had requested a response by Sunday after proposing the pause for Monday. Russia claims it captured the eastern Donetsk town, a statement Ukraine has denied, insisting its forces remain in control. Now, Ukrainian officials had not commented on Russia's latest claims at the time of publication. Now, let's close off your news for this Monday on a very feel-good note, celebrating Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who married at New York's Madison Square Garden in a star-studded ceremony officiated by none other than Adam Sandler. Now, Swift's brother Austin served as her man of honor, while Jason Kelce was the best man. Although hundreds of celebrities attended, the couple kept much of the celebration private, with no official photos released and their wedding attire remaining largely unseen. Our guest confirmed Stevie Nicks performed, and also the couple exchanged personal vows in an intimate setting despite the iconic venue. Their wedding outfits were designed by Dior's Jonathan Anderson, with custom Christian Louboutin shoes and Cartier jewelry completing Swift's look. Congratulations once again to the beautiful couple. We look forward to seeing the rest of the wedding pictures. That's where we leave your 8 o'clock news. Let's see what the latest in sports is.
Got to start with one of the biggest upsets of the FIFA World Cup, and Norway pulled it off, defeating Brazil 2-1 to book their place in the quarterfinals. An incredible performance from Erling Haaland, maybe the most dangerous man in football right now, scored twice in the final 11 minutes, ensuring Brazil's earliest World Cup exit since 1990, in fact. So tonight, European neighbours face off, and it's the big guns, Portugal taking on Spain, a mini-final, if you will, for their place in the last 8. Now let's get into another cricketing World Cup lane as Australia defeated hosts England by 7 wickets to lift the ICC Women's T20 World Cup, and they did it in style. Beth Mooney starred with a superb 64, while Phoebe Litchfield, she added 48 as Australia chased down England's 150-run target with 17 balls left to spare just to rub it in. Now, finally, he's back on the podium. Let's turn to Formula One as Charles Leclerc claimed his first Formula One victory of the season, winning the British Grand Prix at Silverstone for Ferrari, and a big win for the team as well. So Leclerc, he finished ahead of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton, his teammate, to secure Ferrari's 250th victory in Formula One. What a milestone. So Formula One returns next week, Sunday, with another big one, the Belgian Grand Prix. Now let's get back onto the grass courts of Wimbledon as Naomi Osaka made a statement. She is through to the Wimbledon quarterfinals after defeating world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. The four-time Grand Slam champion producing a dominant display to secure a 6-2, 7-6 victory, ending Sabalenka's title hopes and, of course, booking herself a last 8 clash with Karolina Muchova. And she is, I think, one to watch for the title this year. But that is where we leave our sport for this beautiful Monday morning. Well done again to the Springboks. An incredible performance this weekend. Let's see how the weather's looking at the foot of the week.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Let's get into your weather for the final time this morning. Well, Polokwane, you are up first, where you'll start your week off with some drizzle. That happens in the morning. Temperatures rise from a low of 4 degrees to increase to a high of 23. As we look ahead into the rest of the week, it's mostly bright sunny skies that will dominate the outlook, with fairly warm daytime highs, while tomorrow remains the same as today. And then out in Klerksdorp today brings you bright sunny skies. Temperatures will start off a bit cold though, a freezing 1 degree, and reach a high of 23. Now, sun-filled days are ahead with daytime highs above 21 degrees, while the lows range between 1 and 4 degrees throughout the week. Let's see what's happening in our capital. Out in Pretoria, sunny skies will brighten up your day today. Temperatures will range between a low of 7 and a high of 22. As we look ahead, you can expect largely sunny conditions with tomorrow's daytime highs sitting at 22 degrees, increasing to 23 by Wednesday. And then out in Jersey, Johannesburg, sunny conditions dominate your forecast for today. Temperatures will start from a cold 5 degrees. That will rise to a high of 19. As for the coming days, temperatures peak at 19 through till Thursday, with sunny skies taking center stage. Well, that brings us over to Mbombela next, where you'll enjoy plenty of sunshine under clear skies. As for your temperatures, they'll range between a low of 8 and a high of 23. Heading into the week, you can expect mainly sunny skies with pleasant temperature highs, peaking at 24 on Wednesday and Thursday. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, partly cloudy skies will define your day today. Another cold start, your temperatures sit between 2 and a set high of 22. Now looking into your week, your mornings will start off very cold, and as the day progresses, temperatures will begin to warm up, but still remain in those upper teens and lower 20s. Richards Bay, on your side of town, skies remain partly cloudy with some afternoon showers expected. Now your temperatures will range between a cool 16 and a pleasantly warm 26. The next 2 days does bring you some sunny skies before cloudy conditions roll in Thursday, just in time for the weekend. And then out in Durban, you'll spend your day under sunny skies. Temperatures rise from a low of 11 to a high of 24. As for the coming days, sunny conditions with lingering clouds persist until Thursday, with warm temperatures before cloudy and wet conditions move on in. In Tata, on your side of town, the forecast today calls for mostly sunny skies. As for your temperatures, they will range from a cold 7 to a high of 26. Now you can enjoy the next 2 days because it will feel like summer in the middle of winter, with temperatures peaking at 27 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday, before it gets a bit cloudier by Thursday. In Uba, on your side, it's mostly sunny skies that will dominate your day today. Your temperatures will move between a chilly 5 to a warmer 24 degrees. Now your week brings you mostly partly cloudy skies with fairly warm daytime highs, and those will range between 19 and 25. And then out in Kugompo City, you'll wake up to a sun-filled day today. Temperatures range between a cool 14 and a warmer 23 degrees. Now, the next 2 days bring sunny skies before cloudy and wet conditions settle in by Thursday, continuing over the weekend. Rebecca, on your side out in GQ, a beautiful sun-filled day lies ahead. As for your temperatures, they'll start from a brisk 9 and rise to a set high of 22. Now, tomorrow stays sunny with temperatures ranging from 10 to 21. So make the most of it as cloudier, wetter conditions are expected to gradually increase as the week develops. Out in the gorgeous George this morning, you are in for a pleasant day and mostly sunny skies. Temperatures vary between a low of 10 and a high of 19 degrees. Now, the outlook remains partly cloudy with rain expected by midweek, while temperatures stay on the cool side, reaching a high of 19 degrees. All right, Mother City, your turn next. Out in Cape Town, the day will unfold under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures sit between a chilly 11 and a high of 17. As for the coming days, it does bring you mostly cloudy conditions with temperature highs peaking at 18 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. Sutherland, on your side of town, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a few passing clouds here and there. Temperatures start from a biting 3 degrees and rise to a set high of 18. As for tomorrow's temperatures, they'll range between a cold 4 and a high of 19, with conditions remaining sunny, turning cloudy by Thursday. As we head into Kimberley, you'll spend your Monday under mostly sunny skies on your side. Your temperatures will rise from a crisp 4 degrees to a comfortable warm 24. Now, sunny days are far from over with daytime highs ranging between 22 and 23, and today at 24. And our final stop is at Upington, of course. Today brings you bright sunny conditions with gentle northerly winds. Now, your temperatures range from a brisk 9 to a set high of 27. The outlook remains mainly sunny with chilly mornings and pleasantly warm daytime highs. Now, it does peak at 27 at both today and tomorrow. All right, our favorite part of the show, the sunrise view to get the hour started. 8 o'clock is coming your way, but let's first see what was served at 6 and 7. Now, we started our morning off out in Kimberley. Colleen Mattia captured this breathtaking view, and I love it. I love seeing Kimberley through your eyes, Colleen. A beautiful way to get us kick-started. Up next, we had Melville Koppies out in Johannesburg. Wayne Klaasen represented that area so incredibly well and captured this beautiful morning scene with the city that never sleeps, still asleep. And finally, our sunrise view for this hour, fancy Nancy. Nancy Govender out in Umkomas in KZN. Looking like a tropical holiday. Let me tell you, KZN is the place to be. It is summer every day out in KZN, so I hope that you enjoy your beautiful day, Fancy Nancy. And thank you so much for sharing your gorgeous morning view with us. Here's that number once again, because we've got an entire week to get through, 063 036 9649. That's how you get in touch tomorrow, 6, 7 and 8 o'clock. Let's see what you've got.
We're all about that human connection, and sometimes you just got to get moving. If you're looking for your community, your tribe, Fit Panda might just be it. And the ladies are here to show us how getting moving can just spark that shift in your own life. Never mind the dopamine that you get from it. It's your family, your community, your tribe around you. So we're going to get moving. And then, of course, Pixie is here to perform for us. We've got new music on the cards, and we cannot wait to dream, baby, dream, because that's what we all deserve this morning. If you haven't downloaded the song yet, get on it. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back on International Kissing Day. We love this day. It's all about celebrating connection, and connection comes in many forms. And whether it's through a kiss, yes, or maybe a hug, or simply moving to music with others, finding your rhythm, dance has a unique way of bringing people together. We prove it on the show.
You proved that to the nth degree. Now, joining us this morning are Sumac Alpine owner of Fit Panda Studio and instructor Genevieve Eyre, who are proving that it's never too late to fall in love with dancing. Welcome, ladies, and thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Graham,
us.
you've got a very special relationship to dancing.
I love dance. Well, it gifted me my wife. And as a guy who's not that gifted at dancing, the fact that we were able to find our way together through a dance competition was amazing to me. But there is something about movement.
Yeah.
You don't have to understand it. You don't have to process it with your brain and try and find the words. You just let it out.
Yeah.
What started the Fit Panda journey? First of all, the name is just too cute for words, which is great. We love that. I've seen the branding before, long before I met you guys. But where did the idea first originate?
I was the Fit Panda. Before I opened up the studio, I used to go to people's houses and I would teach them Pilates from their homes. And I always wanted like an animal mascot. And I love pandas.
It's the most welcoming, cute thing on the planet.
It's that welcomingness and sort of, everybody loves a panda.
Exactly.
It's also a little bit ironic, because they're the opposite of what you would assume.
Not great.
Panda, man. I get it.
Exactly. So then when I opened my studio, the name just kind of followed through from there. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you for remaining true to the panda, because we love to see it. And Genevieve, on your part, adults sometimes feel like they've missed the opportunity when it comes to dancing. Maybe I did it once when I was a kid in ballet class, but now I'm older, body doesn't move the same. So what would you say to them to kind of get them to try something even though they may be nervous?
So honestly, it's true to my journey with dance as well, because I started with ballet at a young age, and then as an adult couldn't really find my spot, but really wanted to dance still. So started getting back into it with burlesque and floor work. And now I teach women into their 70s.
Wow.
And honestly, it's just never too late to connect with your body again. And the classes are such welcoming, beautiful, supportive spaces that, I'd say just come and try. And we've got different forms of dance now as well at Fit Panda. So it's not just floor work or burlesque. We've got the jazz, we've got belly.
Dancing.
So, whatever your passion might be, there's probably a spot for you.
What's floor work?
Floor work is it's slow, gooey, sensual movement on the floor.
The kind of stuff that we're not allowed to show on breakfast TV.
By that description
we
alone.
allow the theatre of the mind to take over. There's been a lot of theatre of the mind today with my work wife and I trying to get through these ridiculously awkward moments. But dance really does allow you to go there. Now, it's funny to draw the correlation with martial arts, for instance, but there is a martial art and a phase of martial art for every phase of your journey. And dance has the same thing. How important is it to have the mix, to have the belly dancing, have the more sensual stuff, have the more extroverted, energetic stuff, kind of something for everybody?
Yeah, well, we did start originally just with burlesque and floor work, because of Jen, because she's this amazing burlesque artist.
and that pushes the button. It brings about such an awakening.
Exactly, and having her on the team and sharing her skill with the clients at the studio, and I could see how much joy it brought them. And so over time, I thought, let me add some more dance forms. And I won't lie, I didn't actually pick the dance forms themselves. I picked the instructors I loved. I picked the people. So I met Kaya, I met Simonea, and they happened to be jazz and belly dancing instructors, but I liked their vibe, and I knew that they would be able to, like Jen, bring people out of their shell, make people feel safe and confident. And I think we were kind of lucky because burlesque and jazz and belly dancing kind of do sort of naturally
they're in rhythm with one another.
Definitely.
They very much are.
So you can interchange them.
I love the fact that you spoke about coming out of your shell, because there's something about movement that also allows that almost alter ego that you wouldn't necessarily see somebody in everyday life. So have you had any moments where you were so proud of a student who maybe started off a bit shy and then all of a sudden they blossomed on the dance floor?
I think it's honestly one of the most rewarding parts of doing all of this is you watch people who are nervous of themselves and not quite sure how to take up space. and who they develop into over time in front of you it's 100% the most rewarding part of what I do. Yeah.
Because you know it's for the rest of their life. They've
100%
changed now, and that's a fundamental. But often we need a bit of a push, and we need to see it happening in front of us. On the 11th, you've got a massive showcase happening. So, as I understand, you guys are based in Harfield Village in Claremont, but you're going to be doing a big showcase on the 11th. Tell us more.
So the showcase is really an opportunity for the students, so the clients who've come and learned, to have an opportunity to be on stage and to shine.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
And show their friends and family
what
they've learned.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not compulsory. Students only do it if they want to take part. It's never required. You can come to classes and just come and support the showcase if that's what you want to do. But it's really, I think once the bug bites, and you've had that taste of stage time, it's pretty...
Yeah.
Especially if it's not your comfort zone. I think it's an amazing thing to experience that. Well, we're going to experience it firsthand in just a moment. We're going to get a little bit of a showcase just to get moving this morning. If you're looking for that first step towards deeper connection with the people around you, find your tribe and just start dancing. And we'll do that in just a moment. In fact, someone who is used to, I think, gathering a tribe around her, Pixie Whip is here with new music, sounding absolutely amazing, clearly in a very special phase of her own journey, and we get to jump right in.
Hi, I'm Pixie Whip. This is going to be a stripped down performance of my song called For a Moment. I released this song last year, and it's kind of like taking a pause on the world and just remembering that it's okay to access happiness, and it's okay to, no matter what's happening outside, just remember that like the human experience is very important. Yeah, so this is called For a Moment.
I'm terrified of the future, like it's a monster under my bed, crawling into my dreams at night. Gotta think I need a cigarette. There's so much I need to say here about how I'm feeling right now. It's so messy and on so many levels, I don't know how. Baby, I'm overwhelmed. For a moment, be alive with me. The world is upside down and I just need to breathe. For a moment, be alive with me. You're everything I need, just a little world peace. I kinda want you to save me, not from everything, just from today. The streets are paved with tears and I'm afraid. It makes me wanna run away, run away, run away, run away. And what a shame, baby, I wanna stay. I wanna stay for a moment. Be alive with me. The world is upside down and I just need to breathe for a moment. Be alive with me. You're everything I need and just a little world peace. Oh, just a little, little. Oh, just a little for a moment. Be alive with me. The world is upside down and I just need to breathe for a moment. Be alive with me. You're everything I need. Just a little world peace. Yeah. Oh, just a little. Just a little.
Oh, no. Thank you. My goodness, can we get a round of applause from our non-existent studio audience? I'm going to hire 100 people to come and sit here just to appreciate that. You are so far ahead in your lane, girl. It is amazing. Thank you so much for blessing us with that. She's got new music coming. You know what you do. You download, download, download. That's the only way we show our love, okay? And you rock up to their performances. Maybe a little night music is the kind of show you're looking for. It's on for one more week at the Theatre on the Bay. We're going to take you inside that incredible musical journey. And then how do you appreciate good music? You dance, Pixie. So maybe Pixie will even dance a little bit with us. Fit Panda are here to get you moving. I promise you, everybody is welcome in this dance space, judgment free. We'll see you now.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove Advanced Care with Pro Ceramide technology helps repair your skin barrier from this damage for visibly even-toned underarms. So, if you shave it, Dove it. Dove Advanced Care Antiperspirant helps repair skin from shaving damage.
We actually go? Must I
How long will your little thing take? So we've got.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back. It's your feel-good breakfast show. We feel a bit underdressed right now, but don't worry. We're going to step up to the occasion in just a little bit as we celebrate the joy of movement and connection. We're getting into the dance floor with the team from Fit Panda Studio.
So thank you so much, guys, for sticking around and for joining us, ladies. I appreciate it. Yes, we did struggle to find places to put the microphones on this morning, okay? But it's required for this kind of dance. We want to be able to express ourselves. So we know the expectation is you're not going to just rock up and be ready to do all of this. We're going to take baby steps and enter into the space.
Beginner-friendly. Yeah.
Exactly. Look at how pleased she is that I'm doing this right now with her.
So happy.
Okay, so take it away, Genevieve. The floor is yours.
So we're going to start with a little bit of burlesque, and then we're going to bridge it across into some belly, and then we'll see if you feel like doing some jazz after that.
Okay.
We'll see if time allows.
See a shimmy there, ready, waiting.
But starting off with our burlesque stance is we want to start in our showgirl pose. So we're going to be in a nice beveled position.
Beveled.
Yes,
That's the name.
so
it's a
we're
bit of
squeezing in to create a beautiful S shape in that body.
You can kind of feel your hip.
Beautiful. So we're going to do one arm up, so right arm goes up.
and left arm goes up. And then we're going to do a little wiggle down. So taking those arms down.
Sure.
Beautiful. Then we've got a little showgirl walk for you. So we're stepping on that right foot. Left arm goes out. Nice. Stepping on that left foot. Right arm goes out.
Nice.
And then we're going to do a nice turn around. So weight is going to go onto that right leg. And we're going to turn around to do a big circle to the back.
Wow.
Circle.
I don't think you were ready for that.
Yeah. And then we're going to pass on over to Simone for some belly. So I'm going to shimmy back here.
Wow. Okay, but that feels within range.
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
I like it.
You've got it.
I can manage that.
So do you want to pop to the front so that everyone can see?
Oh, but now you've got the jiggly noises.
I love the noise.
Thank you. Okay, so we've just done our very big circle with Jen.
Okay.
Your weight is on your left foot. You're going to step with your right, stepping forward, and you're going to swivel yourself around to the front. You're going to take 3 steps forward, arms out, and you're going to shimmy. 1, 2, and your feet are going to come together. Wonderful. Now you're going to bring your hands down, and you're going to do a figure of 8 twist with your hips. Think of drawing a nice big 8 if I'm looking up from above you. So nice big figure of 8. Everybody's done this before. Somewhere in the club. Somewhere in the club.
What do you mean, like today already?
Yeah. Yes. And
Wow,
then after your 4 counts, you're going to lift your arms, and you've got final 8 count with this figure 8. And now I'm going to hand over to Kaya.
Oh, beautiful.
I like it. Are we going to buy some jiggly things?
Yes, please do.
And now a bit of jazz.
Okay, we're doing a little jazz. So from here, we finish with the hips. We step forward with the right leg.
Okay.
Your left shoots out, bringing the arms up to the side.
Okay,
Yes,
shoots
so you're
out,
nice
cool.
and extended in that leg. From there, you step cross with the left. Your right hip pops up.
Pa.
Pop it back to the left. And then we sit right.
And then I think I sit like that all day,
Yes,
every day,
so
anyway.
it's a little pop and
little bit
down.
A little pop and down. Boing, boing.
Yes.
Wow, I like that, guys.
How are we going to remember putting it all together
You can see
now?
the smoke
Is
coming
there
out of
more?
my ears. This is my brain,
There's
so I have
more
to put it all
almost
together.
done, yes. There's more, Gray.
Okay, give it to us.
We give a little sit
Pop.
to the right, then you flick the right foot towards your bum. So you kick that
Wha-
little, yes.
Wha-
Turn it to the back and give me a head. Yes.
Okay, I think I'm trying. That's the most my hip can do. Okay, that's the most hip I
There
can
we go,
get.
yeah.
I love it. And a bit of attitude. What's the vibe?
Yes. I'll give it back to Jen. She can.
All right, so we've got a minute
time.
to tie it all together. And I think that is perfect timing.
All right, Jen, lead us.
So I genuinely, I just really like to think about taking up space.
Let it flow.
And you're just leading from the chest. Give it everything you've got. And if you don't get the moves right, it really doesn't matter.
Own it.
The main thing is just to have fun.
Exactly. Well, let's play some music and
Okay.
have some fun and own it.
What was the first?
I can't remember anything now.
So
Okay,
I
we're going to
think
do
let's
this.
just do
We're
the
gonna do
first
it.
2 sections
Okay.
with the music, and then we'll just run that scene as Kaya did a little improv with you guys because we decided not to go down to the floor. Yeah, be ready. So we're starting in our bevel position. Right leg is forward. Let's go up. And down. Wiggle. We've got our showgirl walk. Good. Stepping around to face the back. Big
Oh, the big
circle.
roll.
Good. Stepping right foot, turn. Shimmy forward. We're taking those arms down for our figure 8s.
I don't want to miss any of
Take
that.
them up for some more figure 8s. Good. I'm going to shimmy back. Maybe Kaya can still do this for us.
Okay, we take the right leg, step, pop. Take the hips up and down.
Oh, she's got the
kick
big hip.
the booty and head. Nice.
I like it. Well done. Yeah. That is the most hip mobility I think I've experienced in the last half a decade. But do you know what I love about that? I wasn't thinking about anything other than what we were doing right now and how much you were enjoying watching me do that.
I was loving
pretty
it. I wish I was an audience member in that moment, actually.
No, this is what our cameramen live for. It's the one reward that they do get for this job. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you for dumbing it down for us this morning. The bottom line is this is within you. You can go out, you can move, you can let those inhibitions go and find connections through dance. Your tribe is waiting for you. you reach out and find them. Fit Panda is where you will find them. Thank you, ladies. Absolutely amazing. Well done.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome to it, your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And let's be honest, right? The opera is definitely rolling in, and Cape Town Opera is currently in the midst of their latest presentation. It's Stefan Sondheim's internationally acclaimed musical, A Little Night Music. Now, it's a timeless celebration of love's absurdities wrapped in sparkling dialogue and unforgettable melodies. And it's all happening at the Theatre on the Bay. So before we even discuss it, let's check it out.
Marcel and I, in terms of design and conceptualizing productions, people know that what our brand is about. And so we're fortunate to work together a lot. We spend a lot of time creating the world of the play. And how do you do all these different locations in a theatre this size? And so what we've gone for, it's about music, it's theatrical, so we haven't tried to hide the fact that we're in a theatre. And we've made the set out of recycled pianos to find a meta-theatrical way to get into it and not fall into the trap of trying to be realistic with the set.
Oh, it's been an incredible privilege to design a show like Little Night Music because it's set in probably one of the most elegant eras of fashion. So to be able to dress this incredible cast in garments from the Belle Epoque, the beautiful age, with an incredible team of seamstresses, milliners, wig makers. It took a village to get all these costumes because every single garment you see has been custom made for this production.
The first thing I might have said is that this is some of the hardest work they probably will ever do, but it will also be the most rewarding work they will ever do. And it brings all one's talents out. You cannot do this work without giving all of yourself.
I think Frederick's base appeal is who doesn't know what it's like to love somebody and not know how to tell them. And then put that in a period piece like this where it's all about manners. And all he wants to say, look, I smark you, I'm interested, let's go for it. But he can't. Instead what he does is he sings a Sondheim number in 6/4 in 5 flats. I mean, come on.
Desiree, she's kind of realized, you know, she's reaching an age, she's wanting to maybe settle down, she's wanting to find the love of her life and maybe just have a coherent existence. I think that's what she's basically searching for.
Henrik is definitely a complex character, but I think the way that both the script and the score and music are written, it balances the humor and deep emotionality of Henrik so well.
Anne is a naive young lady, and it's difficult to portray her when she's so different from me. She is young, she is 18. She tries to be mature, and that's what makes her more naive and more immature, is that she tries to be. And it's all in her poor efforts of trying to be an adult.
I approach Countess Charlotte Malcolm with great trepidation because she's acerbic, she is wry, but she also has a heart. So there is something very appealing about this character. It actually has been a lot of fun. This is an incredible cast. Everybody is super talented. And to see all the characters evolving has been absolutely a great privilege.
I think the role of Petra can be summed up in one word: realism. She's the only character in this entire story, an entire play and musical, that says a thing as it is, that sees a thing for what it is. And I think that is her symbolic role in this musical.
I love Fred, actually. I love the character Fred because I always wanted to play the buck. It's wonderful, he doesn't say much. He observes them all. There's so much about Fred.
And what I love about Sipe, watching him in rehearsals, is just, and when we moved onto stage, it's just, I was watching him and I was just like, what a beautiful man. Like, his stature on stage, that straight, it even reminds me to pull my shoulders, back. And it's so lovely watching you being so elegant on stage. It's just such a pleasure working alongside him, and I hope this isn't our last one together.
Of course.
Oh, I am ready for this. Brittany and William, guys, let's put our hands together. Our superstars. How are you guys doing?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Under the circumstances, the first week was rough.
Was it? Are we feeling it?
Yeah, we are.
Tired.
Definitely. Yeah.
Tired.
Yeah, but I mean, it's amazing when, we start putting on our makeup and our wigs and doing our pinnacles and everything, and we just instantly come alive.
Yeah.
And
no matter how little energy you have.
Exactly.
I think as the audience, we definitely appreciate that. But what has the first week been like? I mean, you started last week Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah.
Couple back-to-backs, matinees in between that, so you've been put to the test. How is it all being received?
I think very well.
Yeah?
I think opening night last week was a success. We were all slightly nervous because we didn't know what people would, how they would react to it. But so far, so good. We've been getting the laughs. We've been hitting all our targets. The singing every night has just become more and more amazing. Like I always tell William after his first aria that he sings in the musical, I always tell him, just like, that was better than last night,
Too kind.
And this is the final week, right? So things are going to even get better.
Quick. I hope so. I think so. I think also with Stephen Sondheim, you don't ever really know with South African audiences how they're going to react.
How they're going to respond,
because it's very different. His work is very, very different. So the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Like, standing ovations every night.
I can see in your faces, like they come alive when you're just like going back to the moment. But let's talk about it in your characters and the play itself. Obviously, Petra and Henrik is the characters that you're taking on. Very interesting names. But talk to me about how the characters kind of come to life in the story. And for anybody that's not even aware, what the story is actually all about.
So I play Henrik, who is studying to be a pastor, basically.
Oh.
He's a very serious, dedicated student. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders because he's torn between who he knows he should be and who he wants to be. And Petra is our housekeeper.
Yeah, very, very naughty. I think, if you're looking at the spectrum of characters, Frid, who is Madame Armfeld, who was played by Aviva Pelham, he's her butler. And I think Petra and the butler are the two characters in this entire musical that represent realism, reality.
Okay.
They don't put on airs. They say a thing like it is,
Straight
they
talkers.
watch. Yeah, straight talkers. They watch everything. Petra loves teasing poor Henrik. I think
all of the temptation.
All of the temptation.
She is my source of temptation.
Kryptonite.
Yes, the
yes,
kryptonite.
exactly.
And there's one specific line that I think gets to me every single night, and I have to say it with all seriousness on my face, where I go, just give it a little rest and you'll be surprised how perky it'll be in the morning. So I think,
the play on words is so good.
Yeah, so I think, holy sanctity versus real life.
And desire.
And desire, temptation. And I think that William and I, it's such a pleasure playing opposite him. I watched him in Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, yes.
Which he was amazing in. And I was like to myself, oh my gosh, I really wish, one day that we could, be on stage together. And lo and behold, here we are. And
the magic is happening, yeah.
It definitely is.
The pleasure's mine. Multi-award-winning opera.
I can see some of the dubiousness has been working, yeah? The chemistry is amazing, though, and I'm sure that you portray that so beautifully on the screen as well. But for both of you, this is actually the first time you've been involved in this specific play. How does it compare to some of the challenges you've taken on before? And in terms of bringing the illustrious magic to the forefront, how did you get it right?
So there's a lot of talking.
Heavy dialogue?
Heavy dialogue.
Hey, that's intimidating, right?
Yeah, it is. I don't speak much. I have my little two-liners or whatever, and then I sing once in Act 1 and I sing at the 11th hour at the end of the show.
Wow, just impact moments. Yeah?
And for me, I love Stephen Sondheim's music. This is one of my personal favorites, along with Sweeney Todd, which hopefully
the
we'll
next
do
one.
Yeah, the next one. And for me, like personally, to sing A Weekend in the Country and use all my opera technique there, and then sing The Miller's Son at the end of Act 2, where I'm heavy belting and I'm like proper mezzo belting.
And killing it. Every night, the audience goes wild for that part.
And so you're getting to showcase your range and ability here,
and
right?
I'm finding things that I've never thought I could ever do, and it's so exciting. And I think this is what makes Stephen Sondheim, for me, as a classical musician, so enticing to sing. It's difficult music.
So difficult.
I mean, there's one where I'm singing in 1, and then I switch over to 3, and then it's very wordy, and it's pitter patter the entire time. But it's so lovely seeing how people bring the music to life, irrespective of what the dialogue is doing. And that, I think, is what makes this so incredibly special for all of us to be able to do.
I'd imagine there's so many moments of like focus that you need to have to portray these moments and express it. But do you ever get a chance to see the reactions of the audience when you're singing? Do you ever get a moment to actually see what they're feeling, or is it kind of like blocked off by the lights?
No, we do. Thankfully, Theatre on the Bay is quite intimate. So you definitely do get glimpses, and it's quite nice.
Yeah,
because, like I was saying earlier, with South African audiences and musicals that aren't really known, you're not sure of the reaction, and every time you look into the audience, everyone is so invested because the story takes you on such a journey. You never really know where it's going, and it's unpredictable, and people love it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, give me a reason to get involved in it, but you've given me every reason already. A reminder about where can people view it, obviously. You mentioned Theatre on the Bay. It's still running this week.
Yes.
Where can they get their tickets? Do you have
on web tickets?
Web tickets,
yes.
all right.
And there's pensioner discount, and there's
youth discount
as
until
well.
the age of 35.
Yes.
Perfect timing. I know it's like kind of like school holidays still, I believe. So the greatest moment to kind of like get away from the kids and maybe have a moment out at the theatre and do something for you.
It's the perfect night for date night. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I'm not going to give too much away. But at the end of our rehearsal in the room, I was sobbing. I was like, I couldn't stop.
I think we all were.
Yeah, and I think it's the perfect opportunity to tell your woman or tell your man or tell your girl or whatever, let's go on a date and let's go and watch something romantic.
And they're not going to want to just run away with William afterwards, right? Because I can see the man's all the looks and charm.
I don't know.
Hey, you two have been incredible, and I know that these evenings are somewhat of an occasion for you to celebrate your success, celebrate your career and talent as well, and I guess for us to celebrate theatre in South Africa once again and in Cape Town. So thank you for coming through and getting us so excited for this moment. And for you, Mzansi, we're talking everything elegant, funny and dangerously, uncannily human. So be sure to visit Web Tickets and get those last remaining tickets for A Little Night of Music while you still can, Mzansi. Now, this is a show that will put you under love's midnight spell, so definitely be ready for it. We'll see you there.
Absolutely love that moment. But let's turn to the silver screen now. Some of the most memorable movie moments happen over a meal. That's how we connect. And Good Will Hunting gave us one of the sweetest burger scenes in film. So to celebrate International Kissing Day, we are showing that comfort food can be just as romantic as fancy dinners with a gourmet burger that's packed with flavor. And it's super easy and quick to compile. We're going to actually try and break a land speed record with this one.
Would you believe me? I've never watched Good Will Hunting.
Oh.
I tried to look it up yesterday, but it wasn't.
Apples. Come on.
Oh,
you
I
don't
did
even
watch
know.
that one.
You
Is that Good Will Hunting? No, I did watch
Yes,
that
you
one.
see, everyone just needs the line, man.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck
Yes.
and the other guy, Matt Damon. And
Oh,
they
no,
were
I
amazing.
watched it. It's
Robin
brilliant.
Williams. It's great. So the burgers are going down. We want nice caramelization, a hot griddle pan if you got it. We want to seal in all the goodness, start
Yes.
rendering the fats. We know the vibe with the red meat.
And that's my job done.
It is. Your scooping technique is quite dramatic as well. I like that. And then we're going to make ourselves the most delicious burger sauce you have ever made.
Right.
For me, a cheeseburger is where it begins and ends. I'm not too big on too many. I'll try like every once in a while something different, a bit of blue cheese, maybe some deep fried camembert.
Ooh.
Yummy.
How about a mushroom?
Ooh.
Like a portobello mushroom?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Or you try that oyster sauce mushroom
You
vibe
know,
with that.
you put us on.
In our sauce, we have got our tomato sauce. We've got some mayonnaise.
Classic
and that's always
combo.
kind of like the start of a Thousand Island type vibe, which is the start of a burger sauce. Then we've got some paprika.
That's right.
A bit of spice. And then a bit of Dijon.
Dijon.
A little bit of Dijon. I mean, Dijon, I think, has such a loose flavor profile that it leans into like anything. But it's a great way to add a bit of depth, a bit of drama to your sauces.
Agreed.
A bit of black pepper, because we like a lot of black pepper.
And then this is interesting, some relish.
Because we like a little bit of a relish.
Tomato.
And it's going to have a sweetness to it. And I think barbecue and sweet and burger just all go so well together.
Ooh,
How does that smell?
smells good. It smells very South African, actually.
Okay, I'm going to give it a whisk while you tend to our burgers.
Let's see if we can flip them yet. Oh, I should have left it a bit longer.
Maybe a little bit more kind of burn on that.
Let me turn that up.
There we go. You could even
Do you
squash
want
them
to
down a little
smash?
bit. Do
Okay,
it, man.
I'll do a
Smash them.
smash.
I don't want any frustrations left in your system by the end of today.
This is a good way to get it out.
And then we've got our sauce ready. I'm like looking for the bowl of sauce to use. I've just made it. It's right in
You've
front of
made this sauce.
All right, so now we're going to start compiling. Do
Can
you
you
want to
taste
compile?
our sauce? You have to let us know. Does it need anything?
Get out of town. No, absolutely nothing. Do you want to take a roll?
Okay, let's see. Yes.
Are you going to take? I'll tell you what. I'll trade you one. Oh no, you're right.
I was right.
You're right. No, wait.
Wait.
Some burger sauce?
Yes, please. Okay, so what's your method?
So I'm thinking sauce, lettuce.
Okay, so
burger.
it doesn't get soggy at the bottom.
I always use it, and we've toasted our buns, and that does help give it a bit more backbone. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's a sneaky non-turn. Look at that. There
Yes,
we go.
you're
my
getting
sister.
somewhere.
Well done. Okay, that's looking good.
I went from work wife to sister wife.
You see. No, now you've moved up in levels, and I'm going to employ the Carissa method
Yes, the
of
spoon.
the reverse.
You gotta.
It is a natural thing to end up with a much smaller bottom half of the bun than the top half.
Why is that?
It's just the way of
Bun
the world.
manufacturers, you
It's
gotta
just
do
the way
better.
of the world. All right, so then our lettuce goes on top, and then what we're gonna do is pop a slice of cheese on the
top.
burger.
I hope that it will melt.
It will melt. We'll just give it time. And then we continue to layer up, and you do it however you want to do it, actually. Don't let anybody walk into your kitchen
and tell you
how to compile
build
your
a burger.
Okay?
This is the perfect lettuce.
It's lovely.
Okay.
It's going to hold it in there. Absolutely beautiful.
And then tomato.
Tomato. Now, I like the tomato on my cheese. On the top. That's my vibe. But you do you, boo.
Okay, well, me is saying that I want a whole tomato slice.
And I've lent into
Because of
tomatoes
the
since whatever we made with the giant heirloom tomatoes the last week.
Yes.
I've had tomato with everything.
I love tomato. Fresh tomato. It's actually been a big pregnancy thing for me.
Really?
Yeah, every day I've got to have a whole tomato.
Well done, little one.
It's good for you, yeah?
And then a bit of
caramelized.
sweet, sticky.
Oh, it is very sticky.
And caramelized onion and cheese and burger.
What a combination.
They live forever. Okay, should we plop
Are you ready for yours?
I'm going to take it. Pop them right on top there. Thank you, my dear.
Pleasure.
Okay.
My turn.
Then I'm thinking a bit of a tomato slice right on top.
I'll leave my pickles for the top. I love a pickle on a burger.
Can you do a double burger?
No.
I always end
That's
up
so
like,
much.
end up with a knife and fork, which is got to
Maybe
be
like a
against the rules.
smash, because they're really thin, but not the thick ones.
It's tough. I do enjoy my burgers, but I always order a double burger and then mess it up
too
completely.
much. Maybe if you ate them like an open sandwich, like two separately, that could work.
And then finally, and what I like to do is just put those there.
Nice. Oh, we need extra sauce.
There we go.
Are you a saucy guy?
I am, very much so.
Love that for you.
That looks great.
And then you top it on off.
Ta-da! Oh, that's a hero lettuce right there. A burger fit for a king. Have a little bit of fun. And as always, don't let anybody tell you how to compile your burger. You put it together how you like it. And just please send us photos. We'll see you for another performance from Pixie after this. Well done.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back for the final time. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are going to send you off with all the feel good energy. Not we, Pixie Whip is. Here's a song called Dream, Baby Dream.
Especially on the hard days, you're gonna hold to show you. Oh, you don't even know. Yeah, I've got so much left, you'll see. And in my daily affirmations, hey, maybe one day it'll all make sense. Why the voices in my head never go to bed. I'm a real good swimmer, cry me a river and dream a baby dream. I'm a real good swimmer, cry me a river and dream a baby dream. Oh, dream a baby dream. Hey, well, I'm out there in the real world. Dust yourself off, baby, 'cause you're not just a girl. We both know that the world
Another feel-good production.
see